Bold are those who enter the crypts of doom, 'cause among hidden treasures, lore, and mother's womb, they will also find their tomb. Strahd's evil heart is endlessly crushed and broken, a phantom beat that resets as the mist reopens. A circle of pain that feeds the dark powers of the land, always following the same old plan, its future forever damned. Alright, and of that somber note, thank you. Good evening and welcome to Rollers of Fate. Today we are playing our modified version of the Curse of Strahd module, our legendary Dining in Barovia.
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 Oh, that's so bad.
And especially today, I assure you, it will be a game to die for. Alrighty, I am Cisco Blanco, your Dungeon Master and host, and these are our awesome heroes, starting with Tom.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom. I'm playing Sway. I'm a Phantom Rogue. You see me, you don't see me. You see me, you don't see me. Okay, so I'm gonna pass to Mo.
Hello, I am Mo. I am playing a blood hunter Yuan-Ti known as Cabal or Cobbler, Cabal the Cobbler, who's I've just opened a crypt and there I see my I guess soulmate, my companion from before Barovia, standing there with her wife and four other people about to chow down on him. But let's see what happens, and I will pass it to Yulia.
Hello, my name is Yulia. I play Saphira, a Wood Elf Moon Druid. I have no idea what we just got into, but super scared and let's say excited to see what's gonna happen. And I'll pass it to Baz.
Hey, I'm Baz. I play a Vampire Barbarian, but am I on Strahd's side or am I not?
Oh my god, the mystery.
The mystery is yet to be revealed. Very nice, yeah?
And I'll pass it to who's left.
No one.
Yeah, actually you can pass it to Mo if you're okay, please.
Pass it to me. Neil will be joining us in a moment. However, Martin not to join us today, but he'll be listening in, and hopefully we won't sacrifice him today. But apart from that, just a few announcements. Those who are new to the stream and have not watched any of our previous episodes, you can find all our episodes of this game and also our Tuesday game, which is the Candlekeep Mysteries, the Seal Pages of Fergla, on our YouTube channel at rollers_of_fate. And once this stream is finished, you can now immediately find this on our Twitch channel with the same at rollers_of_fate. Those who want to send us fan art, please send it to rollersoffate dnd@gmail.com. And finally, we have a Twitter channel which is @FateDND, where you can catch our up-to-date news on our games and other D&D related news. And finally, this game is a little gory and scary, so viewer discretion is advised. Back to you, Cisco.
Alrighty. Amazing. Okay. I'll do a real recap and then we'll get on with it. Our heroes have returned to sunny Barovia. In order to return to their land, they must retrieve 3 items of great power that they already possess, and these items will help them to defeat Strahd Banzarovich, first vampire and ruler of this domain. The outsiders rested in the chapel after killing Rahadin, breaking their truce with the vampire lord. Bloodwick was taken to the Nightmare Realm, where he had a vision in which werewolves massacred his crew, followed by a meeting with Strahd. the vampire lord asked Bloodwick to help reel down during the soul transfer progress that eventually will happen, and perhaps to turn against the party on the final fight. In return, he will give him new powers and boons. And Bloodwick's answer, he agreed for now, but we'll have to wait and see. Cabal and Reel investigated a brick wall that they found obstructing the way to the dungeons. But with the help of the others, they started breaking through it. Lucian wants to help the outsiders and battle amongst them to protect his son Sway, who meantime transformed into a ghost and bravely explored the lower area, finding many crypts and Strahd parents' tomb. That is where they are meant to fight Strahd on their final battle.
That served me right.
Yeah. Reunited again, Cabal and Bloodwick opened the grave slates using their mighty strength, and the party investigated them. Lilith discovered that Reel is undead using her Eyes of the Grave ability, and opened a mental connection with Claudio, finding out that he's been entrapped with Anya, Cabal's mother, in one of the crypts. Well, Cabal's mother from Barovia, shall I say, because he's got his own tribe and other things out of Barovia. And finally, Patrina Velikovna attacked Sway with her ghastly wail. As combat broke, she was convinced to stop fighting, and she is also an enemy of Strahd. The Ghost Mage held the party through numerous crypts, going through the walls to investigate and tell the group what was in there, until she entered a final one, but did not return. Meantime, in the castle, on this case, in the village of Barovia somewhere, Strahd angrily takes a drink from a goblet, red liquid on the glass, and says, "It has been 35 days since I brought them to my beloved land. My love will be mine forever soon. Barovia is changing, perhaps a second chance, yet I wonder, is it the beginning or is it the end?" And it's around 6 o'clock in the evening. The storm has broken outside. Thunder and lightning illuminate the night sky that is being suddenly become dark as quick as the fight broke. You are in this crypt. Thousands of bats fluffer their wings on the ceiling, and as you open this slate, vampires with bloodshot eyes, teeth, fangs and claws all out, jump out of this. And among them, Sina and Esmeralda are there, the betrothed. Sina being, as Cabal described it already, his soulmate, and Esmeralda being their ally, predestined by Madame Eva to help them on the fight towards Strahd, but perhaps not right now. And I think we're gonna straight away roll initiative and then take it from there. What do you guys think?
Oh my god.
You're not even easing us into it.
Let's roll friendship.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just put you. No. Don't roll for initiative yet. Just 1 second. Let me take you to the right room and everything. So we are meant to be in the catacombs. Okay.
Okay, we should roll. Okay, so let me do again.
Yeah, just wait 1 second and
we
I'll
got the
walk you through
icon,
it. Yeah, okay, awesome, yeah. But wait for a second, let me pop the initiative out and clear it, because it has... Actually, yeah, alright, yeah. Let me just clear your names, actually, from the initiative. And then you guys can roll again, okay? I'll leave Lucian there, and I'll leave Lilith for now, and then we'll see. Alright, so please, whenever you are ready, you can guys roll initiative, please.
Not bad, 15 is not bad.
Let me add you, Safira.
Wow, she's got exactly the same.
Safira, yeah, you can click on her icon too. And Bas, just click on your icon as well before you roll. Otherwise, I'll add you to the initiative. Oh no, you've done it. Oh, amazing. Okay. And then Let's do one roll for the vampires. All in one. Ooh, nice. Okay, the vampires are really good. With a 19. And then I'll do a roll for Sina. Natural 20. You rock, girl. Fucking hell. For a 24 for Sina.
Oh wow.
I know. And then Esmeralda. Okay, Esmeralda roll a 6 only. So she's gonna be going lower down. So with an 11 for Esmeralda. Alright. So 11 for Esmeralda. Awesome. And I think that's everyone. I have the vampire spawns, all of them together. So I'm gonna delete some vampire spawn. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and I'll change the music and then we start. Let me put this in order. Okay, amazing. All right, so let's do it. First in the initiative will be Miss Sina, who is actually on the layer, on the wrong layer. So let me actually reveal the vampires as well and all these people who are hidden on the DM layer at the moment. One quick second. I'm sorry, guys. I could have done this before. I didn't think about it. I was instead talking bullshit on the phone. Okay. Oops. 23. You need to go 23.
Bingo.
You're not meant to be there.
Bingo.
Yep. Yeah, you know it's Crypt 23 now. Alright, cool. And there you are. 1, 2, 3, 4. So first will be Sina. No. Yes, Sina. Okay, so Sina will use her bonus action. She will first look at Cabal as he's blocking the door and said, "Get out of my way, you serpent creature." You realize she doesn't recognize you, but as you are blocking the door, she will take her spear out and she will spit some blood on it, cut herself with it, and she will brand you, Cabal, using a free action, and she will mark you, and you will see as she does that and just point the spear in your direction, this symbol will appear on your chest that you recognize it to be the same symbol from the Crimson Snow. And you realize that, and then as she brands you, she will try to push you out of the way. So she will use her first attack to actually shove you out of the way. So I will require athletics or dexterity check. I mean, this athletics or acrobatics, yeah.
It is me, Cabal.
Oh, that's even better to know. I have instructions to kill you. And as she rolls, she will push you 5 feet to one side. So I will move you if it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then she will exit this place and place herself still within her range. And she will use a second attack to swing her greatsword in your direction. I did say a spear. My apologies. It's not a spear. It's a greatsword. All right, and that will be 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so your AC will go to 18 now.
Yes.
And as she hits you with this weapon, you will receive 11 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
plus 3 fire damage, for a total of 14.
14. Okay.
And then she will look at you. The master sends his regards, and she will take her fangs out and try to bite your neck. with her third and last attack. Ooh, I actually don't think she will hit you with a 4 plus 9, 13. That will miss you.
No, it does not.
Alright, and that will be the end of her turn.
Stop
After
it.
her... Yes, you are all mine now. The master has ordered us, don't worry, we will not kill you. And the vampires will start emanating out of this place and pouring themselves out. You can take... Actually, no, he will stay there. He's not going to give you an opportunity attack. Another one will move there. Another one will move here. You can take an opportunity attack if you want, Cabal. One of them will move out of your reach.
I will do that, of course.
Okay. All right.
As well. Normal hit. Ooh, not 20.
Ooh, all right, amazing.
So he will take 15 points of radiant, and
he will not go anywhere 10 feet away from you.
also, with the slasher feat, this creature has disadvantage on all of its attack until the end of start of my turn. Let me double check for you.
Oh wow, amazing.
When you hit a creature with enough, nope. I'm looking at Nope, looking at the wrong one. Slasher. When you score a critical creature until the start of your next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls. There you go.
Okay. As you hit the creature, you will take. Let me just make sure. You will take 4 points of psychic damage with every attack you make.
Indeed.
As long as she's within 5 feet of you.
Okay, psychical. Alright. How much? 4 points you said, right?
4 points, yeah. And the vampire will take. What is the total? So.
25.
Wow, amazing. 25 points of damage, and some of it is radiant as well.
Yeah, 15 points is radiant.
No. Why am I moving Father Lucian? For fuck's sake. Damn it. Okay, sorry.
Mark.
Yeah, I'm marking, yeah, that's why. No, it's not him. So, okay. So, yeah, 24 points of damage for that one. Amazing. Okay, and you see him quite angry, as you know already, that this will stop his regeneration. But that will be him. He will stay there. Real, that is on the fray. All of a sudden, he will miss his step and start running. I'm sorry, I'm not doing this. I can't do it. I'm sorry. And he will just actually move himself out of the initiative. I'm sorry for that, Martin. But I haven't planned on anything better than that.
Darkulus is
and
like,
then,
make sure you're safe. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, it's too dangerous. Just go. And then he will listen to the instructions of his masters. And all right, so the only 2 of these vampires will go for you. And actually, let's say that one moved there as well, as you only have 1 reaction. So yeah, okay. So 1 vampire will attack you, Cabal, and the other one cannot move. So yeah, 1 vampire towards you. 2 attacks. First attack. 24 to hit, Cabal.
That hits.
So the JC will go down 1 more to 18 now. 17 now.
Yep.
And as he hits you, it will be a claw for now. So that will be 13 points of slashing damage.
Got you.
And then he will try to bite you with 22 to hit.
That hits.
So as he bites you, you will take 10 points of piercing damage plus 10 necrotic. Your max HP will be reduced by 10 as well. And you will see that the vampire, he is in full health at the moment. However, what you notice is that these vampires don't look young like the ones you've seen before. And as you look at Father Lucian, he's gone back to his old form as well. He doesn't look young anymore. He looks as he used to look when you met him.
Question.
Mhm.
I have resistance to necrotic at the moment, so it's 15 points of damage. But do I?
So the necrotic is 5. So your max HP will go down by 5, and then you will take only 5 necrotic. The other one is 10. Yeah.
All right, got you.
Awesome. All right, and that will be the end of that vampire's turn. The other one cannot move or attack, so he will stay there. Bloodwick, 2 attacks towards you. First attack, a claw, will be damn it, that's not gonna hit you. That's 5, yeah, plus 9. Nope, I will miss you with a 14. Second attack. Oh, nice. Second attack will be a 23 with a bite. And as he bites you, your maximum HP will go down by 10 necrotic damage, and then you will take another 10 slashing as well. So it will be a total of 20 points of damage because you are not raging, and then your max HP will go down by 10 as well. And that will be that vampire. The other one that has dashed all the way towards Sway and Saphira will do 1 claw attack versus Saphira and 1 other bite towards Sway. So Saphira, he will, what is, oh no, that's not gonna hit you. 14 to hit, that will miss Saphira with a 17 AC, I believe. And Sway, oh nice, Sway will be a 24 to hit, so that will hit you with a bite, Sway. So once more, you will take 10 points of slashing damage, 10 points of necrotic, and your maximum HP will be reduced by 10. Alright, and I believe that's all the available vampires at the moment.
The one that hit...
Down.
What? How is he down?
What do you
Because
mean?
I had
you're
only
down?
19 hit points.
Oh, okay, you see Sway collapses on the floor.
Okay, see you next week.
Oh no, what do you mean see you next week? You
The
have
one-
a healer.
The one that...
Your father.
The
Mhm.
one that attacked Bloodwick.
Bloodwick, yeah.
Is that the one I hit with the set?
No, the one that you hit is the one that is stuck there. I cannot go anywhere, and he
okay.
cannot go back to
tried to
hit you neither. So he didn't do anything on this turn,
Fair enough.
pretty much. That was a devastating move of you. And Sway, it's your turn. Let me just make sure that Father Lucian is in the initiative.
Where is
Sway, it's your
Lucian? I
turn.
don't even know which one
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah, he's this one here.
Ah, okay, so he's that one, okay.
Let me just change his color as well for myself, because otherwise someone is gonna hit him in a second. I can see it. All right. Sway, death saving throw on silence, please. Just click on your character sheet where it says DM only or something like that, I think, or whisper DM,
At the
and then roll
top
it.
left on the
Yeah.
character sheet. It should be
Top
there.
top right, I think.
And then click the
Use.
death save button.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Thank you, Sway. Okay. All right.
I have advantage.
Yeah, all right.
Ooh.
Oh, amazing. Yes, because his trinkets, you see, even though he's down, all these trinkets are kind of like moving inside his pocket and rattling, and that's why. And you guys don't know what happened there. And after Sway will be Bloodwick.
Let's go.
What would you like to do, Mr. Bloodwick? You have one vampire below you. The other one in pink is your ally.
Cool. I'll rage first of all.
Hmm.
Can I turn it to a bear as well?
Yes, sure. You will see that as you rage, Bloodwick's forms transform into this raging vampire bear. Amazing.
And I'll attack twice with Great Weapon Master and Reckless.
Okay. Amazing. Go ahead.
Let's go.
12.
Oh, all right. So 17, that will be, and then -5. So let me check. I think that will miss on the first attack.
Second 20.
Oh, yes, the second one will hit, even with the -5. So that will be 16 points of slashing damage. Plus, do you want to do fire or cold?
Fire.
Okay, as you hit them with fire, you realize they seem to be resistant to fire. So that will be 1 point of fire. So that will be a total of 27 points of damage to this vampire with the +10 from your Great Weapon Master. Nice. He angrily looks at you and hisses. All right. Anything else from you, sir? Do you want to move?
Sorry, what did he say?
He hiss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he said like.
No, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay right up.
All right. Okay. And after that will be the heat of the evening. Our Kobla. Koblal. Please, sir.
Koblal will,
You are aware that Esmeralda is still inside, and you have a slab as well on the crypt.
I could close it.
You could attempt to.
Oh, I need to kill these vampires. They need to die.
That will not be a free. I will say. I'll let you roll a fate roll. If you succeed, I will say that you can replace that with one of your attacks. Otherwise, it will be your action, and then based on that, you can then decide what you want to do. Oh, look how nice I am. So make a fate roll.
Boop. Nope.
Okay, you will have to use your action to close the slab. If you slate, shall I say?
So I'll just be like, knowing that it's quite heavy, I'll be like, oh, fuck this, and I'll turn around, and I will. Just trying to think, who am I going to kill first? I think I'm going
That's
to.
the attitude.
I think I'm going to focus the one that I can reach as well, which is that one, which Bloodwick is also fighting as well. So I will extend my body and my spear towards this creature, and I'll attack it twice.
Okay, amazing.
Do I want to add anything else to this right now? No, I do not. You know what? I will attack. Nope. Yes, I'm going to. No, actually, I won't. I'll just attack.
1 second. Just hold that attack. I'm so hot. Heater is on. I'm gonna boil to death. You would like that, but not today. Okay, now. Yeah, apologies. Please.
Look,
I was feeling I'm so hot. That's why. Okay.
2 attacks on the one that Bloodwick is attacking as well.
All
Let's
right.
attack.
Jason down below. Perfect.
I will use my inspiration to reroll that.
Okay.
One. That's a 27 to hit.
All right. Yeah. 27 hits. You take 4 points of psychic damage as well as you attack it.
Of course.
And he will take 7 radiant and 8 slashing, so that will be 15, right?
That will be 50. Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Amazing.
And then I will attack him once again.
He's starting to look bloodied. You see bruises on his face. Wow! 20 to hit. Yeah, that will definitely hit. You take 4 points of psychic damage again.
Alright.
And you will inflict 14 points of damage, mixed radiant and slashing, as this vampire keeps looking more and more hurt and starts to freak out. At this point, you see that he starts to look around and looks up into the crypts, and you gather that he's planning on climbing through in a second to the ceiling. All right. Anything else from you, Cabal? Do you want to move?
I'm going to. Can't really do anything else actually with my bonus action. If I attack, I'm just going to keep taking damage. Nope, that's my turn.
All right. Let me just make sure it's something. No, it's okay. There is no save for this ability. That's fucked. It's like yours though. There is no saving throw for yours neither. All right. For a minute it lasts, or until dispelled. All right, that will be Mr. Cabal. Zafira, you are next after Cabal. You see Sway laying down on the floor. seems to be unmoving, and a vampire is like right in your face with his teeth out, ready to bite you again. What would you like to do?
She's gonna glance at Sway and then look towards his father.
I got this, dear. Don't worry, I'll heal my son. You killed that beast. And then he will awkwardly kind of realize that he's a vampire too, and kind of like look to the side.
She's gonna nod at him, then look at the vampire. With a half smile, she's gonna cast Moonbeam at 3rd level on the
Okay.
vampire.
All right. Let me just get you a little icon for the moonbeam, actually. Okay, and then on his
Which
turn.
which one did Cabal attack?
The one below Bloodwick, yeah, that one that is being pointed.
Okay, she's gonna cast Moonbeam right there.
Okay, all right, awesome. Let's put this one. Like we like this one. That's the one we've always used. Okay, so I'll put it there. I'll give you permission so you can move it. Let me check. Is 5 feet radius, right? The
Yes.
moonbeam.
So it's before squares. Yeah.
So give me 1 second. Let me make sure you have permission to move it. Yeah, you can. All players. Yeah. So please go ahead and put it where you wish.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and she's gonna use her bonus action to then wild shape into a giant constrictor snake.
Ooh. Okay. Amazing.
Snake party.
So let me. That's a large creature, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Large, huge beast.
Huge. Ooh.
Oh,
So
shit.
it's not large, it's huge. Oh wow. Okay.
And
Sorry, there is someone underneath? No, right? No, there isn't. Okay.
would it work if, let's say, she'd want to slither between the vampire and Sway and kind of push Sway back? Would that work?
Okay. Yeah, give me. Let me just think about that while I find the card. Just give me 1 quick second. Constrictor snake is which CR? If you wanna help me, just. Oh yeah, it's here. Giant
Basilisk.
constrictor snake. Yeah. Okay. You are two. Are you 2 sizes larger? You are, right? Actually.
Yes.
Yes. So apparently, with the 2 size largest, you can move. It says on the rule, something like that. So the only problem will be, will you hurt Sway? Okay. So let's do something. Make a fail roll. Let's start with this
So what
before you
I'm
move.
imagining is her kind of slithering under him, gently pushing him to the side, and then kind of blocking the way between Sway and the vampire.
All right. So let's do like that. Do a fate roll. If you're successful, you will have no problem. Otherwise, we'll take it from there.
I would
Ooh,
like
okay.
to use my inspiration.
Okay, sure, please.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no! Okay. It seems to be a bit harder to do, but you could move from the top. So I will need you to make as a free action, as part of your movement, you can make a athletics check versus the vampire's acrobatics to see if you can move him a little bit, and then you will be able to move without hurting Sway. So make athletics checks, please.
Okay.
You have a good strength, +4. Amazing. And the vampire will roll versus you with his acrobatics.
No.
Oh no. Alright. It seems to be hard to do. Where would you like to move yourself?
Anywhere I don't hurt Sway, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't hurt Sway, so that's fine. You will move through the vampire, so you could move from the top part. It's just gonna be, it's just a bit tight. Yeah. Cool. Let's say you move like that. We'll just move Lilith a bit to the side for now, actually. Yeah, and you do that. All right. And so you use your action, so that will be the end of Saphira for now, right?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. All right, and that will be Esmeralda will go next. This is not looking good. Where are you, Neil? Damn it. Okay, Esmeralda will pop out as well. And she will see that huge beast there, snake. And she will get her. Oh, okay. She will get her crossbow out, and she will try to shoot you, Saphira, with her heavy crossbow. All right, and that will be natural 20. Okay, unfortunately Lily's not here, so I'm not gonna use one of his abilities, so that will be a crit. As he hits you with this heavy crossbow, it's not that much damage, so that will be 30 points of damage.
Not that much. What are you doing?
I mean, it's 15, it's normal, but then it's double, I'm sorry. 30 points of damage towards the snake.
Okay.
Okay, and then she will teleport after attacking 10 feet away as part of the same action. And she will put herself there behind Bloodwick and will bite Bloodwick with or try to bite Bloodwick.
Vampire versus vampire.
Okay, and that will be a 19 to hit plus her modifier. That will hit you, Bloodwick, and as she hits you, that will be half damage, so that you will take 10 points of damage total, but your max HP will go down by 5 again. And then with her last attack, she will... So little people to attack. She will look at Father Lucian, and she will... she cannot really shoot Father Lucian's through you, really. Damn. And she's not gonna... Okay, yeah, she will do one more attack on you, Bloodwick. Her last attack. She will switch weapons. Actually, she will use her claws. Just make it easy. So she will just like try to slash you with a claw. And that will hit you again with a 20-something. Okay, and that will inflict 12 points of slashing damage, reduce half, so 6 points of damage total.
Yep.
And then she will again teleport 10 feet.
Oh, a teleporter. Alright.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm moving the wrong creature, I just realized. I took Sina, so yeah, she will teleport again 10 feet up. Kind of like almost leaving the range. You can hardly see her at this point. And then she will use her movement and hide. Not hide, but she's behind a column. You know where she's gone, but you are unsure exactly how much she moved. Alright, and that will be the end of Esmeralda. Lucian will... Using his priest abilities, he will look at Sway on the floor and start uttering a prayer to the Morning Lord, and he will cast something on you. He will cast third level Cure Wounds on you. Actually no, that's Cure Wounds is touch. Actually he could move himself there. Let's see, can he move himself all the way to you? Yeah, he could move here. He might take an opportunity attack, maybe not. Searching one, so he will still move there. Actually he doesn't take any opportunity attack. Will you allow Father Lucian to go through you, Saphira?
Yep.
Okay, so he will move himself all the way here.
Sway, my son.
And he will touch you and start uttering a prayer. And as he does, you will heal 3d8 Sway, plus his wisdom that is 3. So that will be a total of 13 points of healing.
May the
And you
morning
will
Lord
come back with 13 hit points.
give you morning glory.
Not in the
And
middle
then-
of the battle, please, no, Father.
And then he
Don't do
will
this.
use as a bonus action to manifest his spiritual weapon that looks like a holy symbol of the morning lord, like a radiant sun, and he will put it next to let me just put this one so we don't get confused. What can I put as a holy thingy? Well, Neil is gonna come. Okay, oh look, yeah, this is nice actually. Yeah, this one. His holy symbol looks like the window of a church, coincidentally. Damn it. That's the best I can come up with. I'm sorry. And he will put it here next to Xena.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, and he will... Damn it, it's very big. Okay.
Father, the cross is upside down.
Oh, is it? He will say. And he will attack Xena with her spiritual weapon. He'll cast it as second level, the minimum, and as he tries to do it, he will miss Xena, unfortunately. Alright, and that will be the end of Father Lucian's turn. Let me just mark his spells off. Okay. Cool. Alright, and then after Father Lucian, he will be...
Can I take Lilith's turn? I won't use any spells.
Actually, you know what? Can you play Lilith? You have her character sheet there. If you're happy with that, I'm happy with that. Because
I don't have any of
this
her spells,
encounter
but
is-
I'm just going to kind of use
I
whatever.
mean, I can help you. You know which spells Neil use, so
yeah, I'll just use him in like passively because I don't know if Neil.
Yeah.
Because I know Neil didn't want to use a lot of the spells, so I'm just going to use.
yeah, you
whatever
can
I
do cantrips and things like that.
So
if
I
you
will.
want, you know, keep
Yeah.
it sweet.
So she'll begin to look past through Saphira the moments where she can see the gaps, and as she sees kind of the glowing moon from the distance, she sees the one that Cabal and Bloodwick are fighting, and she'll cast Sacred Flame towards it. Needs to make a dex saving throw, I
All
think.
right, amazing. Yeah, it is a dex saving throw. Okay, and that will be 21.
Yep, then it takes no damage, I don't think.
Yeah, it will not take damage as he succeeds.
And
Any bonus action?
she's gonna say, Claudio, can you hear me? Can you hear the noise?
Yes, mistress. I hear it. What's going on? I hear shouts and screams.
You must be close by then. Can you?
I hear you from the north.
From the north. Okay, good. I'll come and get you in a second. That's it.
So you gather that he's on the south somewhere.
Ah!
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is in the north. Yeah, he's in the south
Yeah.
somewhere. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's her
All
turn.
right. Okay. After Lilith will be Xena again.
Before Cena's turn, just so the mark, it only does damage to me if I attack creatures that are 5 feet away from her.
Yeah. So if you move more than 5 feet away from her, then this will not work.
No, any creature that is 5 feet away from her, I would take damage. So if I hit her or someone who's 5 feet away from her.
Let me just make sure. Yeah, you always know the direction of the branded creature, and each time the branded creature deals damage to you or a creature that you can see within 5 feet of you, the creature takes equal to your intelligence modifier, that is 4. Yeah. So if you move 5 feet away from her, then it will not work anymore.
No, the damage, if I hit, say that damage thing again?
Okay. And each time the branded creature deals damage to you, that is her, or a creature that she can see is within 5 feet of you. So anyone around you within 5 feet or her.
But the creatures are not within 5 feet of me or her.
I mean, the vampire is.
Not the one I hit. They're both 10 feet away from me.
No, but they are 5 feet from her, though.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you are right. Actually, yeah, you're right. So take 8 points of damage off. Get back 8, please.
12?
No, because you did attack once the one next to you, though.
This one. And then this
That one. This one, no? You attack him once.
This one you said is the one that I hit when he was provoking opportunity, no?
Okay, yeah, yes, true. So 12, yeah. You're right. So regain 12 points again.
Error in game. Life come back. Alright, carry on.
Yeah.
Now beat me up.
Somehow. All right. And she will use... okay. She will move closer. Not too close, because she can see that area of effect. And unfortunately... yeah, she cannot really hit anyone else apart from you. So... is she really gonna fuck you up? Yeah, she will. She's gonna look at you, Cabal, and says, "You should have come here. I told you to stay home. Who asked you to look for me? You think you were gonna save me? I'm gonna save you."
I do not need permission to look for someone I care about.
Well, if you care about me, why did you let me? All the suffering I've gone through.
I apologize that I couldn't save you before, but let us go and help us, and I will help you.
You promised me you will save me, and you failed. And then she will use Curse of the Binding on you. I need you to succeed on a strength saving throw. I'm sorry. And she was like, she will kind of like move with her sword, and she will do these weird movements with the sword, and then you will feel this push force on you. So strength saving throw, please.
No! Curse, you die!
No! Okay. You have another inspiration you can use?
I do, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Your speed is reduced to 0 for a minute, and you are unable to take reactions.
Okay.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effects on a success.
Alright.
Alright, and then as she does that, she will kind of, seeing that how fucked up you are, she will take the opportunity to hit you with her sword.
Fair enough.
With one attack. So that will miss you. First attack. Second attack against you again. Oh, damn it. She will miss you with a 14 again. Wow.
Yes.
And then in rage, she will try to bite you with the third attack. Alright, fucking hell. Can't. Sorry for the language. I'm sorry. 15.
Yes.
So he will miss you for a third time. What an unsuccessful turn for Sina.
However,
Alright.
I will take
Yes.
2d4 piercing damage from my armor, reducing to its kind of
Oh.
peak. So I'll just add that on to...
But she missed you though.
Oh, no. The creature...
Oh,
whoever
you're
hit me
already to
before.
15, yeah?
Yeah, well, 16 is the lowest it can go, yeah.
No, it's 15. So you... Oh, yeah, of course, yeah, because
With
you
the
have the
plus
blessing, so yeah. Oh, damn.
So 6 points of damage. Okay, that's fine. Carry on.
Okay. Alright, and that will be the end of Sina. After that will be Vampire Spawn.
Ugh.
Okay, they will make... The two that are in the... On your thingy will make a saving throw. Was it Constitution, I believe? Or Wisdom, I don't remember. For Sunbeam or whatever. Did you cast Sunbeam, it was? Yeah? Or Moonbeam? Moonbeam, yeah?
Moonbeam
So
and concentration. Con 18.
Oh. Okay, Constitution, yeah? Alright.
Oh, yeah.
18. Alright, okay. They are not that good. Well, actually, they are not bad. So first Vampire, the one next to Bloodwick.
And they get disadvantage, right? Because they're
Let me
considered
just...
shape changers.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, are they? Actually, let me make sure. Shapeshifters, are they
Shape
shapeshifters?
changers.
Oh, they are shape changers though.
Yep. Yeah.
You know
That's
what?
what I
I'll
mean.
give it to you. I'm not really gonna read too much into it, so let's do a disadvantage. I think they are classified as undead, but it's good. Let's be
Oh.
merciful here. He fails. And the other one, second one lower down, also disadvantage. Okay, so a disadvantage, yeah, that will be a 9 plus 5, so 14. So they both fail. Roll damages.
Okay.
Okay,
That
and I
is-
think we have Neil here. Yay! Lilith is here. Okay, you are roll initiative, Neil, because we left you at the very bottom, so you can re-roll and then see what you get, and you will act on your initiative if you roll higher than what is going on. Because more played you already for a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that will be 17 points of radiant damage. Oh, wow. Okay, damn it. So they will take 17 points. The one next to Bloodwick is on his last legs. He's looking really wounded. And the other one lower down is looking less wounded, but also wounded. All right, and minus 17 as well. Okay, awesome. And then they will take their turn. Okay. So let me know when you roll, Lilith, for initiative, because you might be able to go before them, actually. If you roll above them, then we'll take your turn after them, you know? Ooh, nice.
Wait, my screen load up. I
So
think
that will,
2 on decks. So 19 as well?
yeah, 19. Okay, perfect. So then you will, let's say that you will go, yeah, I'll move you and adjust you accordingly. I think you will go soon. All right, yeah. So you will go, yeah, okay. After the vampires, you will go because now they took damage already. So I'll keep playing them, and then it will be your turn after them. Your dexterity is +4.
Is it?
Oh, +3. I'm guessing. Actually, I don't know.
Is it?
+2, yeah.
He got so happy there.
So if you go +2, they will go before you anyway, because
No, I
they
got
have
+3.
+4. Yeah, okay. They have
Okay.
+4, so it kind of fits.
What was that, Neil?
Awesome.
Neil's
I was quite surprised. I was like, I'm pretty sure my dex is only 2.
yeah.
But if it's been
No,
4,
I was just guessing. The vampires is 4. That's why. All right. So now that he's taking the damage, he will move out of the moonbeam, obviously. And Bloodwick, he will make some 2 attacks towards you. Actually, 1 attack towards you and 1 towards Saphira. So first attack with a claw towards you, Bloodwick.
Oh,
That will be an 18 to hit.
did he move?
Yeah.
Can I hit
Yeah,
him?
that,
You don't have reactions.
Damn. Am I not? I had my turn though.
Nope. Yeah, but it's because the curse of binding.
Oh yeah,
You
you're
cannot
right.
take reactions. Yeah.
No.
And your speed is 0 as well.
God damn it.
She fucked you up. So that's an 18 hit you, Bloodwick.
yeah.
Alright, so as he hits you with the claw, you will take 13 points of damage, so 6 halved already. So take 6 points of damage, and then the vampire will do a bite towards you, Saphira. Trying to bite the snake. And that will be a 6 plus 6 plus... so that will be 14 to hit.
It does hit.
Oh, okay. So as he hits you, you will take 10 points of piercing damage and 10 points of necrotic damage. On this case, your maximum HP doesn't get reduced because that's the snake form. It doesn't really matter. So,
Okay.
but you
So
do take 20 points of damage total. A concentration save. Yeah, you are successful. You're still concentrating. Alright, and that will be one of the vampires. The other one will also move. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. You can take an opportunity attack, Sway. And you, Saphira, as well, both of you. As he goes towards Lilith.
Okay.
So I'm gonna unsheath the Sound Sword and
Okay.
take a hit. Yeah?
Alright, go ahead. And then you can go as well, Saphira. Make an opportunity attack if you wish. Otherwise, you can keep your reaction for later.
I do. I just have a question.
Mhm,
The snake
please.
has two actions, either bite or constrict. Can I choose
Yeah.
to constrict?
No, that is. Let me just check the constrict melee weapon. Yeah, actually, yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, you can try to constrict him as he pass by you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
Oh, it's a 10.
Okay, so it needs to hit him. So that will be a 16 to hit total,
No, it's
right?
just 10 to hit.
Yeah, so I think a 16 just hits actually.
No, she rolled a 10. She said she's a max.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, 10 is the
Another
total.
snake.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're using the snake from D&D Beyond. Okay, cool. No, so then it will miss. But Sway's attack will hit.
Yeah, sorry, I rolled it with advantage, but still 25.
No, that's fine. Just unclick the Whisper roll, Sway and Saphira.
Oh,
You both
okay,
have
okay.
it, actually. Just
Okay,
go.
okay.
Yeah, just go to the D where you roll a D20 and then unclick the GM option there. All right. So then, as you
It
hit
was
him,
25 to hit and
yeah.
12 points of radiant and
Yeah, that qualifies. He's undead, so 20 points of
20
radiant damage. Yeah. This
does
vampire is fucked up
not
as you hit him.
get sneak attack, does he? I don't know.
if it's
Actually,
opportunity attack.
you will get an opportunity attack, but you don't have. Actually, you do have an ally within 5 feet of him or of you. Let me just check. Actually, let me just
I don't know, I
move
was
him
thinking, I
back.
just didn't ask because it's only opportunity attack, so I'm not sure if I have
Of
Okay,
the
an
advantage of the other
opportunity
thing.
attack. Yeah, and you have a creature and ally 5 feet within you, so yeah, roll a sneak attack as well.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh damn, he's gonna kill it before he gets to Lilith. Fuck. Okay, as you hit him with your sneak attack, with your shining sun sword, how will you like to do it? As the vampire is gonna perish, you can see.
I'm just gonna, as he passes by, I'm just gonna sheath the sword, as I said, and stab him in the stomach and pull up. So I'm gonna kind of
Oh,
rip him,
disgorge him, that's called. Disembowel him, yeah? Disembowel him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna push upwards and kind of split it in half. He's gonna like a plasma sword. Is gonna cut him.
Yeah. You hear that noise and the whole
Getting
vampire
out
kind of
by the
splits.
shoulder, so he's kind of his arm and a third of his body is gonna just slumber around with him.
All right, amazing. Yeah, and that's what happened. And the vampire falls on the floor. And then that was one less now. So I'm just missing. Okay, as you hit his ally, this vampire next to you, Sway, will attack you and will attack Saphira. One attack against each. So first attack towards, let's say, you, Sway, with a claw. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
As he hits you with his claw, you will take 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
You don't. Yeah, okay. And then he will do a bite towards you, Saphira, with his second attack.
Can
That
I
will
do
be-
the uncanny dodge? Or?
No, because you use your reaction to hit him, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, alright.
Yeah. And he will miss you. Actually, it's a 12 to hit. No, that doesn't. Your AC is
Yep,
12,
that's
actually. Oh, damn. Yeah, he hits you for 20 points of damage. Necrotic and regular. So I think, Saphira, you go back to your normal form and you take 10 points of damage on your regular form.
Yep.
I'll
I
change
do.
you back. I will move you. You choose which square you move, actually. Do you want to go your choice, either up or down? Okay, oh, perfect. Cool. All right, and then after that, I'm missing one vampire that is next to you, Cabal. Oh, So he will make 2 attacks towards you. There is no one else.
Alright.
1 attack first. That will miss you. Actually, your AC is 14 now, right? It's a plus 9, 15. Okay, so then he will miss you with the first attack, and then he will try for a bite with the second one.
Mhm.
Okay, this time he will hit you with a 21.
Yep, that hits.
And as he hits you, you will take 10 points of piercing damage, 10 points of necrotic, and your maximum HP will reduce by 10 more.
Okay, so 5 more because I am resistant.
Yeah,
to
resistant, yeah, amazing.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, and you take 5 less necrotic, so a total of 15. Okay, cool. And that will be the end of the vampire spawn. Lilith, your turn has rise. Just to give you a little recap, Mo role-playing Lilith managed to contact Claudio, and Claudio heard the fight coming from the north of him. So you gather that Claudio is in a crypt on the south somewhere, south of the map. So it could be anywhere going down from where you are.
Come
But yeah,
Claudio.
Yeah, I'm here. Mistress, I'm sorry, I cannot escape.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The one in pink is Father Lucian, yeah, just to clarify.
Okay. Okay. She will do Spirit Guardians.
Ooh, awesome.
How badly do each of the vampires look?
Let me just see. So the one that is next, actually, make a you have a very high passive perception, I'll tell you. The one next to Bloodwick looks really wounded. The one next to Cabal looks untouched. Then Sina is untouched as well. And the one next to Sway is also untouched. But you have Father Lucian that is also a vampire next to you. And you are unsure if Bloodwick will be affected by these two. He's your allies actually, so you can choose not to affect them. Do you do right? Yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. I'm just thinking of something else. Yep, it's a stress, bro. I'm managing a lot of things here. Okay, go ahead. So give yourself an aura and
we'll do that the second level.
Okay, Spirit Guardians. So that will be. It's a 3rd level spell, I believe. So 4th. Yeah.
It's a 3rd level, but I want to do a little bit more.
Upcast, yeah. So you want to do it at 4th level, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. All right, so they will take damage on the beginning of their turn.
Bear with me 1 second. So they're going to do 48. Okay, awesome. And do I have to do anything else? Does anyone look like they are injured, bleeding, or needs a bit of healing?
As you look around, you guys can describe, is any of you very wounded that needs healing? I'll let you...
Oh yeah, I have 6 hit points.
Okay, she will do Healing Word at a 3rd level.
Okay.
So it is... What's that? 1, 2, 3. There you go. 12 points of healing.
Oh, nice.
12 points?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I probably would have been better if I did something else. Okay, so she's done that. Then just put in the aura. Say.
Alright.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. And then after your turn, if you're done, Sway, what would you like to do?
Okay, so the pink one is ally, yeah? You said.
Yeah.
Kill your
Okay.
father.
This one is not.
Yeah, that one is not an ally.
Okay, so as I have my sword in my hand, I'm just gonna take 2 swings at it.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, did you do the other concentration check, Safira? Yeah. I think you're missing one. Oh no, I think you did it. I'm not sure now anymore. Doesn't matter.
Should I do
Alright.
one?
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
19.
I think you missed the last one when you just turned, no? I think. Yeah, 19 will hit. That will be 19 points of radiant damage towards this vampire.
And the sneak attack because the ally is close.
Yeah, you got Father Lucian there.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow! Nice. The vampire is looking super wounded. Oh no! Actually, you took you took 20 points of damage. So you will need to get 10. You have advantage though. You are Warcaster, so roll again. Oh no! Okay. Safira loses her concentration on the spell. Sorry. Yeah, keep
It's
going, Sway.
48 points.
Yeah, no, I got that down, don't worry. Alright, so that was one attack.
Okay. And then the second.
Let's go.
17.
17 will also hit.
Okay. Wow, that's
So
even
that
more.
will
Oh my
be-
god. 26.
Fucking hell, 26 points of damage. This vampire is fucked
And
up.
sneak attack as well?
No.
Only one.
No, it's only once per turn.
Only once, okay, sorry.
Alright. Awesome. Okay, the vampire stumbles. Go on, Neil, sorry.
And now Tom's remembered sneak attack is using it on everything.
Yeah, man, he's rocking it.
Wow, there was
Alright.
74 points of damage altogether.
Wow, in one turn. Amazing,
Can he
yeah.
do more?
He's fucked up. Yeah, he could have done more, I think. Alright, and that will be the end of Sway. You wanna move?
Yeah, actually, I should move. So I'm gonna
Okay.
disengage and.
Bonus action disengage, cool.
No, I can't. I don't have
Yeah,
bonus
you
action.
cannot.
Bonus action
Yeah.
was the attack.
Yeah.
So I just stay there, I guess.
Alright, cool.
I cannot
Bloodwick,
move.
you are next. Cabal, you're on deck.
Alright. Let's go.
I'll do Reckless and Great Weapon Master and the one next to me.
Okay,
Destroy.
awesome. Yes, imagine this fight like the Lost Boys, you know, when the vampires are fighting together, like almost flying in the air at times, with the claws out and the teeth. Cool. So 24, that minus 5, yeah, that will hit still.
With cold.
Yeah, cold damage this time. As you hit him with cold, you realize he's not resistant to cold, so he takes the full damage. And he's looking very wounded after this first attack.
So it's 30 points of damage, yeah?
Yeah, so 23 points of damage. Oh yes, plus the 10. Okay, so how do you want to do this?
As
As you hit him, yeah.
As it took bites off me, a couple of times, once or twice, I'm gonna cut his head off and bite his cheeks off.
Wow. That's fucking amazing, yeah? So you see Bloodwick just like starts doing that, decapitating vampires. Wow, amazing. Cool, and the vampire headless body falls on the floor. And you still have one more attack.
Did you say you bite his cheeks?
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
choice. That's always
Nice.
the...
Yeah, that's the best part.
The vampire's
Alright.
delicacy right there.
I'm gonna move here
Uh-huh.
and attack this one.
Alright, yeah, you attack Cena. I'm gonna actually take your nameplate off, just see so many nameplates. They know you now, if it's okay.
And then I'll do Great Weapon Master. Reckless again.
Okay.
22.
Ooh, yeah, 27, so that will be 22 towards Cena. Let me just see, 1 second. Yeah, no, that will hit her.
It does hit.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do fire to her.
Okay. Amazing. So you will see that she takes 11 points of slashing, and then as you do the fire, you realize she's also resistant to it as well.
Bloodwick, what are you doing? Do not harm her.
Why not?
Just knock her out. She's under
Shut up, you
his
fool.
control.
She needs to go.
I look
He has
towards
to go.
Sway. I look towards Sway. Give him the most dirtiest snake eyes.
I'm helping you knock that out. I'm going to take it to 0.
Yes, do not hurt her, harm her.
Yeah,
Non-lethal damage.
Yeah, you guys can do that.
Why are you
As
doing
long
this? Mo, why are you doing this? You really want me to go for her, yeah?
I mean, you Sway, you will remember. You know who she is. You know that
Yeah,
she's.
I know.
So let's take it seriously. Come on, let's do a good role playing session.
A few cuts.
There is no more here. Only Cabal.
A few cuts and bruises won't hurt her too much.
Yes, very well. She's used to that. That's all I say.
Your mercy really makes me feel happy, Cabal. I
I
hope
do.
you didn't expect it back, she says to you.
I just make the whipping sound noise.
Oh, nice. All right. And that will be Bloodwick done, right?
Yep.
Okay. After Bloodwick will be you, Cabal.
I will show you no mercy like I will to this one next to me. And I'm going to turn to this one. I'm going to use a bonus action to use a blood curse, and I'll use the blood curse
Okay.
on the marked. I will take 5 points of damage, which will give me advantage on the attacks. That's fine. And I will attack this one twice with advantage, even though I know I'm going to take some psychic damage. I don't care.
All right.
So advantage, and now I'm gonna give it an extra die. Blood curse on the marked. And first attack.
Whoa. Yeah.
That was terrible.
21 definitely hits.
21, doing 20 points of damage.
Okay. Amazing.
I take 4 points of damage, I guess.
Yeah. You take 4 points of damage.
Alright, second attack.
Psychic damage. Blood pours out of your ears. And Sina smiles.
Alright, this one's 27 to hit.
As well, it hits for much better. 25 points of damage this time. And you take another 5 again.
5 or 4?
4, sorry. My apologies. 4.
Okay. And yes, that is my turn. I will make another strength saving throw, like you said, at the end of my turns, to see if I can break out of this
Yeah.
bind that she has on me. Sorry. Oh, I don't know. I did an advantage, but it's a
Yeah,
25.
no, that's fine. Yeah, with the lowest roll, you break the curse, and at the beginning of your next turn, you can do everything as normal again.
Got you. Do I have my reaction?
Let me just read the text just to make sure. Actually,
I mean, I would have a reaction, right?
I think so. I think if it's finished, then that will be it, right? Let me just say what it says here. And the creature, at the end of each of your turn, it ends. Yeah, so that's fine. At the end of your turn, so you don't have movement, but you do have a reaction.
Gotcha.
Again, back.
Yeah, that's my turn.
So because all right. By your movement, you will regain it in your next one.
Gotcha.
Cool. And that will be Cabal. Zafira, you are next.
Saphira is.
You can actually, I'll tell you something. As you looking at Esmeralda and Sina, as you met them yourself, you have never seen them before, only on the dinner. But then you saw them as well around at some point on the castle a couple of days ago. And you can see that they have this unusual color hue on their eyes, something magical.
I think both of our brains went the same way. So Saphira is gonna calmly walk up to Sina and look at Cabal and ask him, how important is she to you?
I'll just look to her and say, the most important.
Okay. She's gonna nod her head, touch Sina's shoulder, and cast Greater Restoration on her.
Okay, let me just 1 second. Let me just 1 second before you cast it. Let me just wait 1 second. Let me just tell you something if I need it, if it's needed.
Great Restoration is 100 gold pieces. 100
Okay.
diamond, right?
Yep, that works with Charmed. So yeah, so you mark 100 gold piece. Let's say you had a diamond cost worth of that, and then as you do that, Sina's is no longer charmed, and then her demeanor changes. Her teeth retract back. What's happened? And she looks towards you, Cabal.
Welcome back.
Well done, Saphira. Take a point of inspiration.
Okay.
Nice. Actually, I forgot, Lilith. You take a point of inspiration as well because you did your ideals and traits on your character sheets and your personality traits and all that. So you take a point of inspiration as well for that. I saw it. Very nice.
Wait, what was this? What did he do?
He filled up his character sheet fully.
The bar is so low today.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Very nice. Any bonus action from you, Saphira?
No.
All right. Okay. Awesome. And then after Saphira will be Esmeralda, who is actually at the moment hidden from everyone, kind of. So she will pop out for a second. She will make. She will use her heavy crossbow again, and she will try to shoot you, Saphira. What did you done to my wife, you bitch? She will say, and she will try to hit you with it. Okay, that will be a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, and that will be as she hits you, this arrow kind of hits you, and as he hits you, it kind of vanishes and disappears, and you will take 15 points of force damage with that. And then she will divert her crossbow and try to hit you, Lilith, as well. With a second attack. She will miss you dramatically. Damn it. And then with her last attack, she will try to hit. Sway will have cover a little bit. So she will go for you, Cabal.
Okay.
Okay, and that will be 19 to hit.
That hits.
And that will be 15 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then she will teleport 20 feet. She just vanishes. And you see her disappear into the crypts behind somewhere. And that will be her turn. After her will be Father Lucian. Father Lucian once more will use some healing on you. Actually, anyone else, he will say, anyone else needs healing.
You see Cabal, like, with a bolt in his shoulder, bleeding, almost holding this staff, looking almost about to collapse.
Okay. All right. So he will cast Healing Word on your way, Cabal, and do let's say a second level Healing Word. So that will be 2d4 plus 3. That'll be his bonus action. Okay. So how much does he heal you? So 9 points of healing for you, and then he will use his action to do 2 attacks towards this vampire next in top of Sway, and he will say, leave my boy alone, you monster. And then do 2 attacks towards him, a claw and a bite. Actually 2 claws, he knows the bite is not going to help him. So 2 claws, he will hit with one and miss with the other, so he will do 14 points of slashing damage to his companion. Alright, who is resistant to non-magical slashing, so he will take a little bit less, and that will be the end of Father Lucian's turn. So the vampire will take 6 points of damage, and he's looking really wounded actually at this point. Alright, and that will be Father Lucian. After that will be Sina. Sina will use her action to remove the mark from you, Cabal.
I don't have it anymore. I saved from it.
The other one that he has not saved.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm confused, but okay.
You
Oh,
had
yeah.
Yeah, you had the banding and you had the castigation, I think, or something like that.
Mhm.
So she will use her action to remove that, and then she will move back a little, completely shocked. Disengage. Well, actually, she won't disengage. Do you take an opportunity attack on her, Bloodwick and Saphira? She doesn't seem hostile anymore.
No. But can I slap her ass?
Damn it. She will just like look at you. What are you doing? Stupid.
I think Cabal just turned hostile.
What? Enough. Yeah.
I'll say to Senna, find Esmeralda and restrain her. We will try to help her too.
We might kill her too.
Please, she's not herself. We were charmed by the devil. Please don't kill her.
Go find her.
Alright.
That's it.
Okay. So she's used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She will start going up with the 35 feet of movement, and she will just start seeing Esmeralda. Yeah, and she will go saying that. After that will be the vampire spawn, so they will need to do, one of them forgot that he's on the area and he didn't move, so he needs to make do the damage for the spirit guardians. I'll do the saves for them.
Okay.
So first one
Die.
on top of Sway, and then the other one is the one on the corner, fails. The other one fails also, so roll damage. Nice.
20 points.
Okay. Yeah, 20 points of radiant damage. Okay, this one, as he is hit by a spirit guardians, will you describe to us how he dies? The one next on top of Sway.
Not this way. I can kind of imagine there's kind of like a wave of light coming in, like a plague of locusts, and you just see this vampire slowly kind of getting shredded away.
Oh wow, that's super cool. Yeah, and that's what happens is all the pieces start to fall off his bones until he just crumbles on the floor. Amazing. All the meat falls off his bones. Yeah. And the other one is very wounded, and seeing that, he will just look around and I'm not doing this today. Fuck everyone. And he will disengage and start moving up.
I make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, he fell and took 20 points of damage. But he
Does he move away from me?
He will try to.
I'll use reaction to hit him and send it.
Okay. Alright, go ahead. So you will have moved there so far.
Yeah, but he needs to move up my space, right? He attempts to move up my space, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but the thing is that he cannot move. Actually, he can move here. Yeah. Actually, I'm so metagaming here. Alright, yeah. He will move. What was he? For fuck's sake, I'm sorry. He was here, yeah? Next to you there, yeah?
Why is he metagaming?
Alright.
He's not metagaming. Why would he be metagaming?
Because he... Actually, yeah, he will move through the spiritual weapon. He doesn't know you have Sentinel, that's why. So I'm gonna move him in a way he should have moved, so it will be like this. So yeah, you can try to hit him now.
Yeah, I will do that. I will cause him to get stuck in there. So it's a normal hit with my spear.
Mm-hmm.
You stick around, bitch.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he sticks around and he gets stuck on the spiritual weapon, on the Spirit Guardian's effect again.
16. So it's just 16 points of damage. I think I did mark something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, with 16 points of damage. Wow. Okay. You see him stumbling around. That was a very stupid move of him. And he's looking very, very wounded at this point now. All right. And I think he cannot move. He already disengaged. So he used this action. He doesn't have bonus action. So that will be the end of him. Lilith, you're next.
Right. How many other enemies are in this space?
So at this point now, there is only one vampire that you can see, and Esmeralda that is somewhere hidden above. You are unsure where. You could try to go and chase her.
Is
She's gone up.
Esmeralda still on our side?
Esmeralda is being charmed the same way that Xena was by Strahd. So you are aware that she's gone. She is not doing it out of her own accord. She's charmed like you were, or some of you were at some point. But yeah, she's an enemy for now.
Alright. She will do Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Dex save.
Alright, so he will make a dexterity saving throw as these holy flames engulf him. And he will fail with a 15. Damn it. Alright. Actually, let me make sure they are not proficient on dexterity, because that might make a difference, but I don't think they are, actually. Oh no, they are. You see, it's a +7, so 18.
Yeah. No, wait. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, okay. So then he will succeed. He's gonna die anyway, I think, on the next time, on his next turn with this. He cannot leave the area. Anything else from Lilith?
And she'll move up over here as well.
Okay. Alright.
Why don't you stick around a little longer?
Okay. Amazing. Alright, after Lilith will be Sway, then is Bloodwick. Sway, what would you like to do?
Okay, so
Yeah.
there is still this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna move a little bit here.
Okay.
To change the weapon, do I need to use my bonus action or is it free action?
Oh, it's a free action.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
Interaction.
take out my crossbow and take a shot
Okay.
with a
Awesome.
sharpshooter.
Alright. You ignore cover with sharpshooter, so you're fine. Otherwise, he will have a little bit more
Okay, yeah.
AC. But no, he's fine. Go ahead.
Right.
Kill him.
So it's gonna be piercing and 6 lightning.
Okay. You choose lightning. You didn't roll though. I don't see the roll.
It's just 29.
Oh no, my connection.
My connection. Okay,
was
told me as well.
interrupted. Okay, ours connection has been interrupted.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit.
No, we're
Okay,
getting
that's
that
don't
as well.
worry. Yeah, okay,
Really?
that's a roll 20 problem.
20
Okay,
problem.
yeah, all right. Let's say
it'll
so.
fix
How much?
itself.
How much? Yeah, that will fix itself. So how much was it to hit?
It was 29 to hit.
29 to hit, so that definitely hits. Okay,
It's 12 piercing and 6 lightning damage.
okay. He's not immune to lightning or piercing, so it's magical weapon. So it will be a total of 20 something. As you hit him with your weapon, how would you like to kill him?
Sneak attack as well? Okay, doesn't.
You will need it.
No, it's just as he's trying to already is preparing to hit. I'm not sure. Lilith or Saphira is raising its hand or whatever, trying to bite. I'm just gonna shoot it through the head.
Oh, wow.
Something like from the side. He didn't see it coming.
Yep, and then he falls, kind of hits himself with head on the floor really hard, and you see his corpse there. All right, amazing.
Theater of the mind, dice rolling.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's good. Now it came up, so yeah, it's been sometimes the roll 20 does that. All right.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay. Anything else from you, Sway?
That's it. No, there is no more enemies right now.
Yeah, seeing Esmeralda is somewhere on the top. Up to you
Okay,
if
so
you
I'm
want to
just
move.
gonna. Oh, I did move. Okay, so I'm not gonna move on my neck. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm not sure how to implement it. Sorry. Okay, it's fine. I just said that.
Okay, perfect. Bloodwick, you are next.
No. Sorry.
Mhm.
I'm going to move down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45.
Okay.
And see what's through that door.
All right. Okay. All right. Let me tell you. 1 second, sir. Let's just make it
Find the spawn of every vampire in there.
Okay, just a quick second. So you go towards the door. So you will need to use your action to move the slab. So make an athletics check to try to do that. The slate. Sorry, I keep saying slab. I don't know why. A slate.
You have advantage.
Yeah, you're raging. You have advantage.
I've got 26 anyway. Again.
26.
Yeah, that's sufficient. You slide the slate open. And as it does... I'm still finding it. I'm sorry. Nearly there. I'm on number 20 something already. Okay, yeah, here it is.
Must
So
be
this
29.
one... 28 is that one actually.
Okay.
Just doesn't matter anyway. So okay, so as you open, just first as you enter, it says there Pascal Offenheis, Chef Deluxe, and then as you open it, you see that there is a skeleton draped in a white linen line atop a white marble slab on the center of the cliff. He's got a little bell that is sunken to his chest, and fitted over his skull there is a tall chef's hat, like the old, really old ones.
Yeah.
I know what he's gonna do.
Okay.
Has the belt got anything on it?
You see it's a very beautiful, the bell is made out of gold and it looks really nice,
Don't do it.
like a golden little bell.
Don't care about gold anymore.
Do you not want to ring it to find out what happens?
I will leave it in peace because it was a chef.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then also you see that somehow under the chef's hat you see that there is a little glint. There is like the hat is a bit broken, like at this point, and you see a little glint that there is something metallic inside the hat as well.
Oh, now that you said that, I lift the hat a little bit.
Okay, as you lift it, there is some fork made of white gold. It looks really, really valuable. It's got like encrusted little diamonds on it. So you can add to your inventory if you want to take it. It's worth 250 gold pieces. It's a fork encrusted with diamonds.
I'll take that.
A fork.
Yeah, like a chef fork. And it's made of white gold and it's got encrusted diamonds on it.
Wow, that's some expensive.
Yeah. I'll take
Yeah.
that.
Okay, but you leave the little bell on him.
Yeah, I won't touch the belt.
Okay, all right, awesome. And that will be the end of your turn. So I assume you leave the crypt because you will have gone inside to do this, and then you leave it again. Okay, no problem. All right, and then after Bloodwick will be you, Cabal.
Okay. I am going to. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my character has been set for dark vision, but I'm going to move.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm sorry. I will change it for you at some point. What is your dark vision actually?
6
I can do it straight away.
feet.
Okay, so 60
5,
feet.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I've gone into the darkness.
Okay, I'll just set it up for you quickly. I'm doing it. Okay, I just want to make sure that only you see it. Can you see it? Can you see around now?
Yes, I can see.
Okay.
I can see it as well, though.
Oh no, you see that should be only him. Okay, I'll change that as well.
Okay, I'll look towards Esmeralda, and I'll say, look towards Saphira and say, she's here. Actually, where was I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sorry, I can't remember where I was. Was I next to you, Saphira?
Yes.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because I'll see her. 35. I'll go next to her, and I'll say to Saphira that I see her come, and I will attempt to restrain her, or grapple her, so she can't move anywhere.
Oh, nice.
So I will start coiling myself around her if it works.
Okay.
Make myself athletics check.
All right. Stop it! What are you doing? You unusual creature! Get off me!
Senna has been set free. Now it is your turn.
What do you mean set free? Ooh, nice. 25 athletics check. Okay, she will use her acrobatics to try to overcome this. Come on. Okay, she's gonna use. Actually, is she?
What does she have?
Nah, she's not gonna do anything. She's gonna let you grapple her. Actually, now that I'm thinking.
Then I will bite her because everyone's. No, I'm joking. I will bite her. But yes,
Okay.
I'll coil myself around her and I'll say you are not going anywhere. And that's my turn.
Get off me! Just say. Alright, amazing. Okay, Saphira, you're next.
Okay. Saphira's gonna follow Cabal
Okay.
to where he is.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. What do I do? I was there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I moved that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you can move up. Yeah, you can move up. Yeah, okay. Just, yeah, there. Yeah, cool.
Great. And then she's gonna touch. What's her, Esmeralda's arm? I was about to say face, but I don't want to get bitten. Arm and cast greater restoration on her as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As you cast less greater restoration. No, she cannot do that as a reaction. She will try to use a reaction to defend herself, to not to be touched by you, but she cannot really do that much else, and you will touch her face, and as you cast greater restoration, yeah, she is her charm goes away. And the same that Xena, she's just like, what happened? Why are you grappling me?
I'll release my grapple.
What's going on here?
What is the last thing you remember?
After I had the conversation with you, we were summoned by the master, and and I don't really remember what we talked about. And then I just walk here, right next to you. Please let me go. And why? Oh,
You have been released. Senna is somewhere around here. And I'll say, Senna! And I'll kind of shout it out and see if she comes.
yeah. You at this
Esmeralda
point,
here.
you guys out of initiative, and she will come and kind of like go past you and give Esmeralda a hug. Oh, my love, are you okay? And both of them actually haven't been touched in terms of, so it was a good thing that you actually did that because they are at full health. The two vampire brides, and
I'll say to her, you should give thanks to her. She is the one that has helped you to return back to your state.
thank you. What was your name again? I forgot. Sapphira, was it?
Not cool, DM.
Oh no.
No, Saphira.
Oh, okay.
And you're
Oh,
welcome.
thank you so much. It's very nice. You are. Oh yes, you are the one that the master is so interested on. We better protect you. Anyway, let's.
Let us regroup with the rest. We don't need
Okay.
to introduce each other and do the pleasantries. We need
All right.
support. Do you have anything to help us heal our wounds?
I'm afraid no. We don't need those things anymore. I'm sorry. I don't have anything that I can help you.
Then what can you tell us about this place? We're looking for my mother and also another ally, an imp.
Oh, that little one. Yes, I saw you. I saw him. He was with you, priestess. Priestess Starflower. Was that it? Esmeralda says to you, Lilith.
Sorry, what is she saying?
That she saw the imp with you, and she called you Priestess Starflower.
Oh, have you seen him?
He was with you last time I saw him. I don't know. I mean, they could be in any of these crypts. Do you have any clues?
He said
We can help you, of course.
She points towards the south and says, "I think he's over there in that direction."
Okay, I mean, we only have one choice. We just have to explore all the crypts one by one, I guess. But we'll stay around. We'll help you.
Okay.
And oh, good. And as this conversation has been decided, I think that will be a good time for go on break, so you guys can breathe a little after the encounter. Well done. That was a really cool encounter. Very nice teamwork. And yeah, we'll be back shortly. For you watching at home, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in around 10-ish minutes. Thank you. Yeah, and thanks for watching. See you soon. Alrighty. Welcome back to Dining in Barovia, where our heroes are exploring the crypts, or getting ready to do so, in order to look for their allies and family. And that's where we'll pick up after this fight.
Alright. We should go search for Anya and Claudio, Lilith. Do you know where they are? Can you sense him?
I can't sense him, but when we were making a bit of a racket earlier on, he could hear us and he said we were to the north of him. So she'll point south and say, he's somewhere in that direction.
Perhaps it might be a good idea just to knock on the crypt's doors and see if he hears a noise instead of opening them all.
Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll reach out to Claudio and just tell him I'm going to be knocking on the crypt doors, and for him to just let us know when he hears that on his door.
Bloodwick, what is that you have found? Why do you have a...
I am not near you. I did not come back.
Oh, he didn't come back. Oh, my bad. I'll be like, where is Bloodwick gone?
Yeah, while they're there, can I go to the next crib?
He's doing the crib walk.
And go knocking at this one. You're on mute.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I put myself on mute when Oh no, so I was talking there. So what happened? You guys didn't... No, you did hear the beginning part. I just mute myself after again, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, as you go to the front of the crypt, you knock on it, and you don't hear any sound.
Okay, I'll go in and open.
Okay, so make an athletics check to open. And tell me what you roll, please.
21.
Okay. Yeah, with a 21, you start open the crypt. At this point, it's been more than a minute, so your rage will go.
Yeah.
Actually, does it last a minute, your rage?
Yeah, I think it just says no more.
Okay. Alright, and as you open this crypt, you are faced with some... Okay, actually, let me give you the description here of what you see. As you open this, you realize that 3 giant wolf spiders that were on the ceiling of this crypt just drop, and yeah, and that will be and your encounter with 3 giant spiders.
Just close that door.
Okay, and as it was your turn, we'll take the spider's turn. So the spiders will try to come out and become hostile towards you straight away, obviously. Alright, so let me just add... okay, so the first spider will exit, skittering around, passing by you. And one of them will stay inside, so they will go ahead and try to attack you. They don't have a lot of attacks, so each of them will do a bite on your direction. Bloodwick.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, miss. Miss. Damn. Okay. And while this is happening, we'll stay there with you as you did your action. They did their action, and then you will return to the group. Cabal and the others, what are you guys doing while this is happening? You hear the sound of a crypt being opened down below.
That must be Bloodwick. I saw him head down. We should follow that. He's a bit reckless. We should see if he needs help.
Alright.
We'll head down.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Okay. So actually, let's go back in initiative, and then you guys can each of you operate. So let's start
Bloodwick
from the
has-
top of initiative.
top,
Yeah.
okay.
So let's go after Bloodwick actually. So let's say that Bloodwick had his turn, and then we'll continue from Bloodwick. Just to make it easy. So Cabal, you're next.
Yeah, very well. I will slither my way down.
Okay.
There first, 30 feet. He start here. Do I see? I see this open, right?
Yeah, you see that crypt is open, and you see some kind of a skeleton in there, and you can see that there is like a little golden bell that he's holding on his hand, the skeletal hand that kind of shines.
See him. I guess I'll use my action to move there, and then I'm assuming I see him right there, right?
Yeah, you do, and then you, at this point, you actually see a spider as well behind him,
I will
like some kind of
as I move
giant
behind, I'll say,
spider.
"What are you doing? What are those doing? Why are you recklessly opening these?
Because it's fun.
This is not time for fun, Bloodwick." And I will take one step back and end my turn
Okay.
there.
All right. Okay. After Cabal, Saphira, you know that you see Cabal going down, and you hear him talking to Bloodwick. What would you like to do?
I would like to follow.
Okay.
Okay. Can I see the spider?
Yeah. You have that vision. You see a spider behind Bloodwick. Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna extend. She's gonna walk a bit closer
Okay.
and extend her hand towards this spider.
Okay.
And as she whispers something under her breath, kind of, what's it called? You can see not gas. What's the word? Smoke, basically, coming out of
Yeah.
her hand and engulfing the spider.
Oh
And
wow, nice.
she's gonna cast poison spray.
All right. Okay. Amazing. As you cast poison spray, it's a dexterity saving throw, I believe, right?
Constitution.
Constitution. What is the range? I think it's 10 feet or 5 feet,
10
actually.
feet. 10 feet.
10 feet, okay, amazing. So the spider will do a constitution saving throw that they are not proficient on. Okay. Oh, nice. That'll be a 20, though.
Okay. I'm not sure if...
Yeah, I think it will be no damage if they succeed
no damage.
as a cantrip, I believe.
Yep.
All right. And then you see that gas and all that happening. All right. And that will be any bonus action.
Nope, that's it.
All right. After you will be Esmeralda. She will follow as well. Okay, so she will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She will move herself there. And she has no visibility. She will use the rest of her action to dash and move all the way there. Alright, and then will be Lucian. He will follow as well and do the same. He will go all the way down as well from this way and place himself here. And that will be them. Sina will do the same. Let's say that Sina come from the other side. And then it will be Lilith.
Right.
I will say it's been a minute. So your spirit guardians will be gone, Lilith.
It takes 10 minutes.
Oh, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I believe it's 1. Are you sure?
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
Mm.
So then your spirit guardians are still going. So
Right.
what would you like to do?
So she will dig out a coin from her pocket and cast light on it.
Okay, awesome.
Oh no, wait. There's a torch.
Yeah, let's say that the light is your torch. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So she will then just kind of follow the general direction of where everyone's running.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you could put
Oh.
yourself around here or the other way, whichever way.
I'll come in this way. 4,
Okay.
5, 6. Then I'll bring my torch. I can't bring my torch.
Yeah, I'll bring it for you.
Okay.
I'll give you permission actually to move the torch. If I can. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, now you have permission to move the torch as well. Everyone has.
Cool.
Okay.
And she will end her turn there.
Alright, awesome. Okay. Sway, you are next. You see everyone is gone down. What would you like to do?
Okay, so as we're going down, I'm just gonna take a step back and just have a look in that. It's not where we're going. It's not the same crypt with all the vampires who are waiting for us. It's not the same one, right?
No, the one
No.
where the vampires were, it was on the same level than you. It was that one here.
Okay, so I just want to have a look because it's weird that there were so many of them waiting for us there. Like, what is the chance we were gonna pass through there and check the things? I just want to check if there is any, like, exit from there. Is like a secret door or something. My favorite. So that's just what I want to check before I go.
Okay.
How did they get there? How they appear there? So many.
Okay. I'll let you do some kind of intelligence check if you want.
No intelligence, no.
Yeah. Intelligence check. Straight roll. Free action. So go ahead, please.
Like investigation.
I mean, if you want to do investigation, you will have to go to the crypt itself.
Okay, so I'll do that because my
Okay.
intelligence is only 1, so at least I have.
I mean, it's fun to fail, you know. You don't have to always succeed on everything. It's up to the roll.
Like succeeding on everything.
Okay. All right. So you move yourself to the crypt. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3,
This one.
4, 5. So it's this one here. Down here.
You hear this?
Okay, I'll move you if you wanna. Yeah, that one. Yep.
Okay, and I
Okay.
did the investigation.
All right. Okay. With a 19 investigation check, you start looking around, and you don't see any way or passage. And just based on what Sin and Esmeralda have told you, they've been imprisoned there by Strahd. So you don't know when. It's not coincidental. It's just coincidental you open that crypt. You could have opened many others, but it happens that they are in that one. That's what you get. And then as you're investigating, you see this little inscription on it, and it has your name. It says Sway Silver Spear on the door of the crypt.
On the door, okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, in that case, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna loosen one of the bolts on the doors just in case
Okay.
before I leave. I'm gonna push one out,
All right.
and then
Okay.
I get back and join the others.
All right. So you could dash then after with your bonus action and get close
Yeah,
to
sure,
everyone
okay.
else.
Yeah.
All right. Amazing. Bloodwick, you are next again. After you will be the spiders. What would you like to do?
I will fight the one in front of me.
Okay. Whoa, nice. Yeah, you hit the spider and you bite it. You heal yourself 11 necrotic damage, 11 necrotic, and then as you bite it, the spider just kind of dies under as you are drinking from it, and it vanishes out and it dies. Then you realize they don't have a lot of HP, these creatures. And you still have more attacks. What would you like to do next?
Yeah, I'll move into the crypt and bite this one as well.
Alright, amazing. You can only do one bite per turn, but you can still attack it, yeah.
Let's go great accent.
Yeah, okay. With a 15 you will hit it, and either of the damage, will you describe to us how you kill this creature?
I'll chop off all its legs.
Okay, it starts to crumble to one side, completely like... It kind of makes like a screeching sound, and then from there it bleeds out, like all this purple goo starts pouring out. Amazing. Alright, okay, and that will be Bloodwick. Cabal, you are next. You see Bloodwick has entered the crypt.
Wait, oh, the spider's dead. There's one left, right?
Yeah, you see one kind of still there. The one inside you are unsure. You just saw him enter, but you are not sure what is inside. What would you like to do?
I will move next to Sphera, and I will strike this one twice.
Okay.
Just get rid of it.
Alright.
It's not an undead spider, is it?
Unfortunately not.
Alright, in that case, I get rid of that. And I will strike it twice.
Okay.
First attack. That's a 21.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely hits the spider.
8 points of damage. Second attack. That's a 23, doing 10 points of damage, so 18 points of damage.
Okay. As you hit it a second time, how would you like to kill it?
I pin it down, and with my glaive or my spear, and as it starts to kind of use its legs to kind of try to move away and stuff like that, I'll pull it out, swing my spear the other way around, and squash it with the back end of it, and just.
Oh wow.
And then
Okay.
just
Amazing.
take the sticky goo or whatever it is, just kind of flick it off, and I'd say, Bloodwick, please stay with us. You do not wish to die, do you?
Come on, you think I was gonna die from spiders?
Well, it may not mean spiders. The next one open might be something more dangerous. Let's just stick together, please.
Yeah, you guys are too slow.
We're here now. Let's speed up the process. And, alright, I'll just move up to the next crypt that we can see, which is this one. And I'm just gonna, like, hit it. Ting ting. To see with my free interaction to see if you can get any response back.
Okay, make a perception check.
Very well. That's an 11.
Okay, with an 11, you don't see anything, but you do notice, you don't hear anything, but you notice that this crypt has no name or epitaph on it.
Perhaps they might be in this one. Lilith, did he hear anything? Oh, I'll say that and end my turn.
Okay. Alright, let's say that you can do that out of your turn, Lilith. Do you want to communicate with Claudio?
Yeah.
Okay, what will you say to Claudio?
So just basically, we're going to be going from crypt to crypt, knocking on the door, and for him to just give us a shout when he hears the knock on his door.
Okay, I'll do that, mistress. Just make sure you knock hard. I cannot hear you guys anymore. Are you all okay?
Yeah, we're alright.
Alright, I'll shout out in your mind if I hear a knock on the crypt. But please hurry. I don't know. I don't think Anya is breathing anymore. I don't
God.
hear her breathing.
Do I feel how close he is?
Normally you would, but on this
Yeah.
case, for whatever magic is going on here, you don't.
Alright, that's no problem.
All right, and then after Cabal will be Saphira.
Okay. I'm gonna walk here and knock on this crypt.
All right, okay. Let me just quickly do something as you, because otherwise I'm gonna miss which ones you guys have been or not, and that's important. So let me just, yeah, okay. So as you knock on that one, make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, with a 22, you hear nothing. There is, as you look into the crypt epitaph, you see, we knew him only by his wealth. That's what it reads on it.
Okay. I'm just gonna shout out to everyone. I can't hear anything in this one.
Okay. You hear that, especially you, Cabal, and Sina, and Lilith, that are quite close. Sina says, I mean, do you want treasure? Is that what we're here for as well?
Could we have a quick look? If you found some, should we have a quick look and just see if there's any items that we can take? Maybe some healing potions?
Yeah, go on. Gail, push the door. Saphira, sorry. If you want. But up to you.
Maybe someone stronger should do that. I can try.
Oh, you got muscles. You looking hot. She says to you and winks. Esmeralda give her a nasty look. You don't see it, but none of you realize, apart from Cabal, and she kind of like just puts the awkward face.
I guess I'll push it open.
All right, make an athletics check. Right, you start to push and you think, oh yeah, it's moving, and then like before it happened, you realize it's not the slate who's moving, it's you a little bit back. But if you want to use, as you're using your hold action, I will let you try again.
Okay.
Just for the...
I look at Selma, super embarrassed.
She says, all right, I'm coming. I'll help you in a second.
Thank you.
That's all right. And then it will be Esmeralda next. She will start moving towards your direction. And she will stand here next to Cabal. Should I split and start looking on the other ones, Cabal?
Yes.
Okay. So she will move herself and she will go down, and she hasn't got any more. She will have to dash to get there. So that will be the end of her turn. And yeah, and she stands there. Okay, I'm ready. And she will be opening the tombs potentially on her next turn. All right, and she will be carrying a torch, even though she has dark vision. But let's say that she carries a torch, so our audience can see more in there. Lucian also will start investigating around and will join Sina as well and Esmeralda, and he will start going down and dividing himself as well, or in order to help you and move himself, dash all the way there. After them, it will be so Father Lucian was last on the initiative, so it will be Sina's turn. Sina will go here and help you to try to open the slab. It's late. Oh no, she starts doing the same as you, Saphira. She's moving and then she falls and hit her face with the slate. and gives herself a couple of points of damage as you see this huge bump of her head. And enraged, she will try again. Come on! And then on the second try, oh damn it! Fucking hell, Sina. She's giving lectures here. Let me just make sure. What? That will be. She has skills. Oh wow. Okay, she'll still be at 13 though. So slowly will start to move and is halfway open at this point, enough for any of you to enter. You can squeeze there, and that will be her turn. Lilith, what would you like to do?
She is going to go 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh no, it's not going for me. To open the doors, is it an action?
It will be your action, but you can try twice. You know, if you fail, just to expedite it.
Okay. I'll move over here, and that's as far as my movement will take me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You could dash if you want to place yourself closer to another of the crypts. I mean.
Yeah, I should do that. I should move stuff over here.
Yeah, so you got a door there. Okay, amazing. You can use a free action to knock if you want and do a perception check. Free interaction.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll knock on the door and go to Claudio. Do you hear this?
No, I don't hear it.
Okay.
But make a perception check as you are there.
Perception.
Okay, with a 15, you hear some kind of barks coming from inside.
Okay, and who's this guy that's here?
Father Lucian.
Father Lucian.
Yeah. Oh, you mean that one is a girl? That's Esmeralda. So you go Esmeralda on that side. Let me actually show you so you guys can see their names. Yeah, okay.
Is there any way that she'd be able to kind of mark the door so that you could just see, she'll shout out to a group. I've marked, maybe with the torch, maybe try and get some of the soot on the door so that the others can see, she's looked at this one and just marked it to say don't open it.
Alright, yeah, I can do that. Sure.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. Alright, Sway, you are next. You're on mute.
Okay, so I'm just gonna... What was the others?
Yeah, you see torches and lights. Your allies are around you.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go to Cabal. What did you find there? Need help to open the door?
There's
Is there anything inside?
nothing here.
Okay, so let's move to the next one. Which one? This one, maybe? Did anyone try this?
No, that one hasn't been tried, but the door, you realize the door is not on the side where you are.
Oh, okay, so on the other side, okay.
Be careful. Sway.
Yeah, actually, I should be really careful.
You could dash with your bonus action and go to the door, or you could go to the one that there is Saphira and Sina are in a half open. You could squeeze yourself in there if you wanted to. Or you can go in a different one.
Okay, so I go different one. I go here, maybe?
Okay. Yeah. Where were you before? Just count 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so I will get here.
Okay. And that will be your bonus action dash. You could dash again and put yourself on the door, if you want it with your action.
I mean, I didn't count. I just stand here.
Okay.
I'm sure it's enough for the 60 feet still.
All right. So if you are sure, then you can
Yeah,
do.
that's 60 feet actually.
Okay, perfect. So you can
Yep.
use your action to try to open this one. I'll tell you as you look at it. It says Cyril Romulik, beloved of King Barov and Queen Rabinovia, High Priest of the Most Holy Order. And make a history check.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, you remember that the angel introduced himself as Sirik Romulich, the angel that was holding that black hammer thing that you actually possess at the moment. And that was on the church of the Morning Lord upstairs. So you could assume that this is where his corpse was buried. I don't know.
Okay, so well, I can't do anything else.
I mean,
just
you
gonna-
haven't. You said you haven't used your action, so you could try to move the slate if you want.
Okay, if I can still do, I'll do that then.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
your
me
bonus
too.
action dash, so you still have your action.
So I do what? Athletics?
Athletics. Yeah, athletics
Oh,
check,
no.
please.
Oh,
Okay.
I will roll twice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as you try to push, you realize these slates are quite
It's too
hard.
heavy, yeah.
You try twice, like you were meant to, and both of them is too hard to do. But you can try on the next time.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Bloodwick is you next. Which one would you like to go to?
Firstly, I want to check if there's anything in this.
Okay, on the one where the spiders were. Okay. So as you start making a look around, without having to make any check, you are aware that there is nothing that seems interesting here. Just dust and old cobwebs, and it's very dirty, but it's nothing of interest there.
Okay, I'll move out of there.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And I'll go here.
All right.
And I'll just.
Okay.
I'll do a perception check.
All right. Please go ahead. Ooh, natural 20. Do you say anything or make any sound before you do?
No.
You hear?
So I'll say it's Strahd. Open up.
Oh, master, you're here! And you hear a voice that sounds like Claudia.
Lilith, if I shout, will Lilith and them not hear?
Yeah. She's close enough to you to hear you if you shout.
I'll say, I think Claudia's in this one.
Try knocking on the door.
I did knock on the door. No, I didn't knock on the door. I'll knock on the door now.
Please let me free!
I think he's in that chamber. I can hear him responding to me in my head.
I'll open it up.
All right. As you open it up, first you see on the crypt inscription, it says King Dolstrom the Hellborn. And resting on the center of the crypt in a 7-foot-long gilded sarcophagus with a lid painted the likeness of a screaming king wearing a crown of thorns, there is a stuffed owlbear behind the sarcophagus, frozen in a roar, like almost like taxidermy. And you see this golden coffin, but you don't see anything in there apart from that.
So the coffin is the coffin open or closed?
No, it's closed.
Can I open the coffin?
All right. Yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot. You should have opened the door first. So make an athletics check. Sorry for that. Yeah, you open the first door, so you could actually go inside, and you will have to go inside and try to open the coffin with another athletics check. Okay, you start to open the coffin, and before you can finish opening, you feel something impelling you with an attack as you see this invisible imp that is not Claudio. It looks exactly like Claudio, but it's not Claudio. Just hits you with his thing at advantage because he's invisible.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what that do. Okay, so yeah, with a 20 it will hit you, and you will take 5 points of piercing damage and 12 points of of poison damage. Make a Constitution saving throw. Actually, sorry, as well. Okay, with a 19, so you take only half of the piercing. So you take a total of 11 points of damage. Some poison, have some piercing, and you see this imp there as well. And then the coffin opens as well, as you are there with the imp, and you see that that the sarcophagus itself has some kind of a skeleton dressed like a noble, and it's got all these jewels on it. It's got like rings and gold and diamonds and even a crown. And if you were to collect everything, you will see that this is worth a lot of money.
Okay.
All right, and then let me actually.
Is the imp still attacking, or?
Yeah, the imp is completely aggressive towards you, and it seems to be like, "Who are you and why are you here?"
I'm Strahd's friend. I'm here.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry for stinging you.
Okay, you want to stay invisible and come with me?
Oh, okay. Will you look after me?
Of course I would.
Okay, that sounds good. I wouldn't do that if it wasn't you, but because it's you, I will do that. I am the imp of King Dosmond. He was my master, and he's been here buried for 1,000 years, really. Well, I'm not thinking it's 1,000, it's less. But
I can become King Desmond if you let me wear his clothes, his armor.
oh, that will be good. Yeah, I mean, why don't you just come and chill with us? Sit here. You want? He looks around.
I can sit for a little bit, but I gotta go soon.
All right. Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, I'll chill there until my next.
All right, but don't steal his things, okay?
I'll only steal it if you let me. Well, not steal it. I'll let you. If you let me borrow it, I'll take it.
Okay, you can borrow it. For now. But don't take it away, though.
Okay.
All right.
I'll just start putting on the armor. Possible.
Okay. Yeah. You wear his armor. It's not a functional in terms of armor class. It's like a shitty armor, but it looks really cool. It's like a golden armor. It's the same one that you're wearing, pretty much, in terms of. It's like a, how you say, ornamental armor. So it won't really change your armor class, but it looks pretty cool on top of you.
Yeah.
All right, and I think we'll start with Cabal next.
You have to give me a second. Can you skip my turn? And then
Yeah, of course, yeah. Just let us know when you're ready.
Okay.
After Safira, you are next.
Senna, are you okay? You're bleeding.
Oh yeah, yes, I'm okay. Sorry, it's just I just hit my head so hard. Damn.
It was a heavy door, wasn't it?
Yes, it's but we managed to open it. I don't know.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
Inside.
Okay, and as she says, it's dangerous, and you enter. Okay. How much? Actually, let me just check your character sheet 1 second. Let me see how much stuff you're carrying actually, and what is your weight based on that. For no reason at all.
Yep.
All right, 1 second. So it should be here on inventory. Carried. Okay. Make a fate roll.
Okay.
Okay. You're standing there and nothing happens, and you realize that there is a human skeleton inside, wrapped in a studded leather armor that lies in there. He's holding a rusty lantern and a crowbar, and you realize that he's got a pouch on him as well, and some wooden tube as well on his hand that seems to be some kind of a scroll.
Okay. Can I notice anything else that might be dangerous? Nothing.
Make a perception check. All seems good.
Okay. I will walk towards the skeleton, take the gold and
Okay.
the scroll.
All right. As you take the gold, he's got there is in his pouch. He's got 25 platinum pieces. As you open it, and the scroll, it seems to be a scroll of magic circle.
Okay.
And then make another fate roll.
Oof.
Okay. Yeah, you are feeling okay. Something unsettling you, but you cannot figure it out what. Okay.
Okay. I'll walk out.
All right. Okay. And you walk out, and Sina is like, "Are you okay? You look a bit." Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you got some gold and a scroll. Oh, nice. Well done.
Yep. Do you want the gold? I don't necessarily care for
I mean, we will get out of this place one day, so keep the gold. I mean, our present is not really that good, but our future, gold is gold, right?
Yep. Should we keep
Okay.
going?
Yeah. So you still have movement? Yeah, sure. I'll go with you, actually.
Up till there.
Okay, I'll help you. And she will follow you in a second. All right. Cabal, if you're back, please go ahead and take your turn.
Very well. I will move my way to here. That's 30. And then I'll move down to this door. What does the... is there any names or anything on this one?
Okay. As you look in that door, you have... Sorry, let me just see, because you're on top of the number. Okay, yeah. So, in there it says... Gralmor Nimble Knobs, Wizard Ordiner.
Wizard Ordiner. That might be an interesting one. And I will go... Okay, so I'll attempt to open this one, actually.
Okay.
Can I investigate it to see if it's trapped first?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Make an investigation check.
I do not trust this one because it is a wizard's tomb. This one may be trapped magically. Investigation. That is a 16.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't seem to be any traps or anything like that.
Oh, very well. I will open it. Athletics check. 19.
All right. Yeah, you move it all the way, the slate and the slab, and then it reveals, as you open it, you see lying on a marble slab as well, a different looking one. In the center of the crypt, there is the corpse of a man with a white, long beard. His skin clings tightly to his skull and bones, and he wears dusty red robes. Clutched to his chest, there is a wooden staff that has a brass knob in one end and a marble knob on the other. And you realize, just like one of those moments, and you think, the marble knob, marble slab, unusual.
Marble knob, marble slab. I'll just kind of look at him and I'll just say, "Are you alive?"
As you speak to it, you hear, coming from below, two voices that you recognize. Cabal, we are here! And you recognize Escher's voice. And then at the same time, you hear a much raspy voice that sounds like a scratch. But this seems to be underneath the slab, the marble slab. But as you look at it, you don't see a way to actually... It doesn't seem like it's moving, like it's gonna move.
I'm going to go. I say, Saphira, I hear Scratch and someone else.
Okay, I'm coming.
And I'll go inside and I'll snatch the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Can I throw it out towards, like, Saphira?
Yeah, as you throw the stuff, you take it, and it seems really heavy, you know? As in the moment you... okay, just 1 second, let me just read this stuff. Okay, yeah, and you pass it and throw it to Saphira, and it falls on the floor. It seems... yeah. It falls on the marble part, obviously. Boom, clong, and it clunks on it. On the floor.
And then I'll use my action to kind of see. Can I see which way this marble tombstone? Does it look like it slides or anything like that? Would I know?
Okay. You will have to move the corpse, though.
I'll just push the corpse off.
Yeah, you just push it, and you push it. The head falls off, and it starts to roll. And like the beard, you know, like almost the beard sticks to your... kind of entangles to your feet. And make an investigation check.
Very well. That is a natural one.
Okay. You, for a second, start looking at it, and then as you are looking, you move yourself and you miss it, and then you crash the skull and the beard, like that is stuck to your feet, and you almost fall, but you manage to compose yourself, and you fall in your knee for a second on top of the marble slab.
I'm sorry.
But you have an uncanny sense, and then from the bottom they say, "Oh, please help."
Do you remember how this opens? Scratch. Asher.
It's something to do with the staff, but I was unconscious, Scrat said. But Escher will say something to do with the staff.
Give us a moment, we'll figure this out, and I will end my turn.
Alright, okay. And after you will be Esmeralda. Let's say that the NPCs just work as your command. So if anyone commands anything to Esmeralda, she will do it. Otherwise, she will stay giving you advantage to open things and stuff like that. The same with all the NPCs. So Lilith, Esmeralda is your NPC. What would you like her to do? Just to make it more fun.
I would ask her to knock on that door.
Alright, on the one in front of her, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so she will do that and get close to it and kind of make a hear. And it says on that, in there it says, Sir Skold Tripalowski, he felt on his own sword. And she knocks on it, and I don't hear anything.
Okay, that's fine. On to the next door.
Okay.
Find another crypt.
All right. I'll do that. And then she will use her movement and move herself down here. Maybe you want her to go down, or
Down.
she can help you with the one that you are with, if you prefer.
No, because it sounded like there was dogs in there, so she's gonna go into the next one.
Okay.
So.
So 1, 2, 3, 7. She will move all the way to the slab, and she said, "Okay, I can do that. I'll try to push it. Okay."
Okay. No, knock on the door. Don't open any of the flap doors.
All right. She will
Okay.
knock on the door. Check.
Okay.
Oh, I hear a horse neighing.
No. Don't open that door. If you're hearing a horse in there, definitely don't open that door.
The horse is talking to me.
Oh, what is the horse saying?
He says that we all gonna die.
Oh yeah, leave that door closed.
And then, as that happens, the horse goes through the wall, and you recognize being Strahd's horse, Bucephalus. His flaming hooves and flaming mane and red eyes.
Oh no,
And you have encountered it before.
it's a nightmare.
Esmeralda is completely speechless. I will put a horse on the initiative, actually.
Oh no.
I don't have enough spell slots for this.
I don't have
Okay.
enough life, enough blood to spend on this guy.
Okay. All right. And then based on his initiative, then I will adjust it, and then let's see what happens here. Because we are going to be wrapping it pretty soon, but we'll just continue in initiative for a few minutes, though.
Darkness in real.
Yeah, so the horse get a 22.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so he is top of the initiative. So on the next round, the horse will be in there. Okay. All right, and that happened, but the horse is out of actions. Let's say his action was to go through the thing. You saw it going into some kind of ethereal kind of way, and then vanish through the thing. And that will be Esmeralda. Lucian will go next. He will go to where you are, Sway, and help you, assist you on your check afterwards. And then we'll move to Sina. Sina will say, "Where should we go, Gail?" And you realize that she's really trying hard to not to call you Gail, but it keeps coming naturally out of her. And she says to
my
you,
name is
"Sat-
Safira.
I'm sorry, yes, Safira. Yeah, where should we go next? Let's team up, okay?"
Yep, there's a huge ass horse down the hallway. Let's just come this way.
Oh, Bucephalus! Oh shit! That's not good.
No, it's not.
Okay. She will.
Actually, I say that, but Safira doesn't know that horse.
Yeah, actually, you haven't seen it yet. What's her name? Amara did.
Yeah.
It's a Strahd's horse. He's very powerful.
But did Tatiana see?
Yeah, you'll sense for. Actually, Tatiana didn't see the horse. It was a normal horse in Tatiana's time, actually. So Tatiana wouldn't say anything.
What's the horse doing here anyway?
The horse is looking at you with rage, and Sina will get her weapon out and attack the horse. Actually, she will have to move. Should we charge, Safira?
Yes.
Okay. So she's moved 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, she will get there and use her action to put herself next to the horse all the way. And that will be the end of her. "I'm coming! I'm here!" And she will get her great sword out and menacing look into the horse. And then it will be you, Lilith.
Oh my gosh. Okay. She's gonna step forward. 1, 2, 3. 4, and she will use her action to dodge.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
As you stand next to the horse, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. You feel there is
shit.
some kind of aura of necrotic energy emanating from the horse.
Oh no, it's a little bit hot.
Okay. All right. As you fail, you will take. You want to use inspiration or something? You still have a game
Take a step
inspiration.
back afterwards.
Up to you.
Shit. Yeah, I'll use an inspiration.
Okay. So
200
please roll
points of
again.
damage.
Right. Clearly, it must be loads.
All right. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Still, you take 34 points of necrotic damage. So does Cena as well. And you feel this kind of like your body being withered away by it a little bit. And you actually remember that that's what happened before when you fought the horse as well. All right,
Okay.
but you still have a turn though. Oh no, you
will take a
dodge.
step
You
back.
dodge with your action. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As
Oh.
you take a step back, the horse will use his reaction
Oh fuck.
to hit you with his hoofs. Wow. Okay. You missing some hit points, so the horse has advantage to attack you. That's a natural 20. Do you want
I was
to
dodging.
use your... Yeah, okay. You want to do you Death's Door to cancel the 20?
No, would it not just be a 15 because I was dodging before I took a step back?
Oh yeah, it's true actually. Yeah, you are dodging, yeah. So he has advantage, but you are dodging, so he has disadvantage, so it will be a straight roll. So yeah, he will have not hit you. That's a very good point. Cool. So yeah,
Cool.
that happens and is not successful, and you move back, and the horse neighs like aggressively. All right.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, and then after you, Lilith, if you're done, it will be Sway.
Okay, so I'm still not that close from them, even. I don't see what's happening.
Yeah, you at this point you are a bit far to. You hear the neigh, but you aren't sure what's going on. You
What the
hear.
hell is going on there?
Yeah, you hear.
Father, can you come and help me, please?
Yeah, I'm here. Go on. We'll push together. So he's
the
giving
pig
you
is my
advantage.
father.
Yeah, he's right there.
Just like, okay.
Yeah. So you can roll with advantage.
Oh no, that's still not good. What about you, father? Don't you want to try yourself?
Sure, if you prefer, I can do it. Instead, would you prefer that?
Yes, I think so.
All right.
Strength
Okay.
is not really my forte.
All right. No worries, son. So you help me push this way. Okay, let's go. All right, and he actually gets enough to move it, so the slab moves away. He was holding his action to help you, so let's say that he just does it himself, and the slab is open.
Okay, I'm glad you are here because this is something that might interest you as well.
Oh, don't worry, that's
He's
what
a
I'm
holy
here
person.
for.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Blessed be the morning Lord, he says to you, and winks. And then on this, as you open the slab, in the marble of on the center, there is displays a skeleton wrapped in red vestments, a golden holy symbol clutched to his bony hand. The dome ceiling of 15 feet above is painted to look like a canopy of trees with bright autumn leaves. An arrow stone edges encircles the crypt 10 feet above the floor. Perched on it, there is a dozen of stone ravens, and their eyes are fixed to the marble slab.
You see, I don't understand, guys, why you still think Strahd is bad. I mean, look at this. Who would make this? Okay, so we're gonna check the body then.
Okay, make an investigation check at advantage, because you are just there.
Investigation, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, with a 17, you see that his holy symbol it's got a lot of tiny gemstones on it as you turn it, and you gather that it's very valuable.
Okay, but
And
yeah.
everything else around is just decoration. So you gather that this person was an important friend of the family, and his crypt has been decorated especially beautifully just because their relationship. So you gather he was probably a friend of... Oh, thank you for the raid! Dice and Dungeons, you guys are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys will try to do the same whenever we see you online. Love you. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so Father, I think you should take this. It's a holy symbol. I don't have use for it. If that's something you are interested in.
Sure, I will do that. But I have one already. Perhaps. I mean, it's about time you familiarize. I mean, are you religious?
Oh, well.
Perhaps it's about time.
Okay then, but take at least this. You know, I see you always slashing. I know your claws are very powerful, but I think you should have at least some kind of weapon. And I'm gonna actually hand him my Morning Star, which I keep forgetting. I wanted to give him already a couple of times.
Oh,
it's a magical
okay.
weapon, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, son. That will be very useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you hear a neigh from the horse on the other side.
Okay, what's going on there anyway? Let's go and have a look there.
All right, you grab the holy symbol. Okay.
Grab the holy symbol.
So right there in your inventory, the holy symbol is worth 750 gold pieces. So just write a holy symbol worth 750 gold pieces.
Did I miss
Also,
sorry.
actually, no, you go. Also, you get a faint magical aura coming from the holy symbol as well. Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
Whose crypt was that he went into?
This was the priest, Cyril Romulevich. He was the priest, the high priest of the Holy Order, it says there. And Sued ascertained that was the same priest that was on the Church of the Morning Lord, that he has become an angel. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so I just wrote the holy symbol, that's it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's got some kind of faint magical aura.
Okay, which can check later what it is.
Alright, okay, just write it down so I don't forget.
That and it's worth 750.
Yeah, gold pieces, yeah.
Okay, let's go, Father, let's go there, like some rabble is going on there. Let's just move on. Yeah.
All right, so move yourself.
I'm gonna put my hand on my father's shoulder and kind of we're gonna make our way here to see what's going on.
All right.
So I can move in. Okay.
Yeah, and he will follow you.
I mean, I'm just gonna stand here behind the corner with my. Why is it? I don't understand what's going on with this roll20. Okay, never mind. It keeps resetting. It keeps resetting the hit points.
No worries. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know either. I'll check it.
Okay. So as I have like 12 hit points, I'm just gonna stand there.
All right. Okay. Good. And after you will be Bloodwick, and then at the end of this turn, we'll just call it the night, if it's okay with everyone. So Bloodwick, you see, actually, where is Bloodwick at the moment? You are inside the crypt. You see Lilith actually there, just appears out of nowhere, and you hear like a uncanny sounding horse neighing in anger.
Okay.
And you are there with your imp. Lilith, the imp is at this point invisible, so you actually don't see him. I forgot to mark him invisible.
I'll tell the imp to stay invisible
Okay.
and stay here until I come get you.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. Where are you going? You need to... You can't leave with the armor of my master.
I know, but can't you see that horse right outside?
Oh, yeah, that's I don't know. I've never seen the horse. Why is a horse here?
You tell me. You've been living here.
Oh, I don't know that horse. But he looks badass.
He does. That's why I need this armor to save me.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, please don't take the armor away.
Fine, I'll return it.
Oh, you're so nice. Thank you.
Would he get affected by my spirit guardians?
He's invisible, so in theory, he's in cover as well, a little bit.
Okay.
He is not hostile, an enemy to you at this point, because you haven't seen him, so I will say no.
Okay.
Okay, I'll step out.
Okay, you take the armor off.
Now keep it on.
Okay, as you step out, the imp will sting you again. Batman! And then at this point, you will see him, Lilith, and he will... Does a 16 hit you?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, I've been told to do this. I have to. I have to protect my master's things.
I told you I'll return it. Keep
I know.
I am your new master now.
Okay, thank you, and I'll follow you, he says.
Okay, fine. But stay invisible.
Oh, I already fucked that up. And then you will see that he tries to get out, and as he gets out, whoop, he goes back inside. He's teleported back. Oh! I can't get out.
Alright, stay there. I'll come get you later.
Oh, okay. Please don't forget about me.
I won't.
My name is Carlos, by the way.
Carlos. Cool name.
Why not?
I'm just
Okay.
shaking my head right now.
I don't know. The other one was called Claudio, so Carlo. Why no? Carlo, yeah.
Are all of them starting with C?
Yeah, he's, and they all have Italian names, I don't know why. So, yeah, that's Carlo the Imp.
It's
Alright.
an imp thing.
Yeah, it's an imp thing. Alright, and then you come out and you still have your action. You see this horse. In the moment you get next to the horse, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well, Bloodwick.
Oh no. But no, you are resistant to necrotic damage, are you not?
Nope.
Oh, that's
My inspiration.
Unfortunately, yeah, go ahead, please. That's a good choice. Okay, that's still a fail, as the necrotic energy of the horse kind of overtakes your body, and you take 4d10. Wow, fucking hell. 23 points of necrotic damage,
That's alright.
but you still have your turn ahead.
I've not seen this horse before, have I? So
Nope, you actually have you? No, yeah, you were not there. But you recognize it not to be a horse as such. You see that his mane is in fire, and his hoofs, and his eyes, and you realize he's some kind of magical horse.
hey horse, do you talk?
Fuck you, asshole! Get out of my way, or I'll kill you.
Wait. I'm here at Strahd's order.
You are an enemy of my master.
Oh,
Are you?
You sure, man? Go ask your master now.
No, no.
The horse will make an insight check. You make a persuasion or deception, depending whether you are lying or not.
Persuasion or what?
Or deception. If you are lying, make deception. If you are telling the truth, make a persuasion check.
He's joined the dark side. Hero
nice.
persuasion.
Go ahead. All right. Yeah. The horse looks at you and says, "Oh, so be it then. I'm sorry, my friend. But this time he says to you mentally in your head, so none of you hear it.
What are you doing?
If you ride me, I can take you right to the master. I can move in the ethereal plane.
I hop on his back.
Okay.
What?
The horse will allow you.
Oh my
And-
god. Don't do it.
And as he hops on, Bloodwick disappear. So that's the horse. And I think that's where we leave it for tonight.
Oh no.
No!
Why did you betray us? You blood-sucking son of a bitch.
We will pick up on your guys' turn, so you will still get a turn. But at this point, Bloodwick and the horse just vanish.
God damn it, Bloodwick. That's a good.
Wow. Yeah, that's so good though. Take a point of inspiration for being evil, you know, I give evil inspiration as well. As good as good role playing. So yeah, very nice. Take a point of inspiration, Bloodwick. Oh wow,
One
okay.
of my evil inspiration.
I gave you as well at the time when you I remember giving you that inspiration when you killed that poor child. Is it too? I remember, I'm sure as well. Oh no, so you just have to kill more children. The more children you give, more inspiration you're gonna get. Damn it. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, that's where Guardian's running out of this proof, I guess.
Yeah, I will say that the horse took some damage as he was going on the way, so roll that damage away, actually. Why not? Please, on its turn.
You know, that's
So, yeah, so he will go with 21 points of damage out on the way. as well.
I wasn't. If I had got there, I wasn't gonna allow it to leave. I would have
I know, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to do it. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I'm just trying to do it to tell a good story.
No, it's good, it's
so
good.
I hope it's not okay. I hope
No.
it's okay, guys.
It's fine. It's fine. I've noticed, you know, I don't get hardly any inspiration. Maybe I should start killing innocent people and stuff.
Really? Oh
It's only
no!
his favorites are getting inspiration.
Which
Yeah,
favorite?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if it was my favorite,
I tell you,
you're my
me-
favorites. What do you mean?
No, I don't get any. I think Yulia doesn't get
Oh,
that
no.
many, and I think Tom doesn't
Really?
get that.
She got many as well. Oh no, I'm so sorry, guys.
joking.
I'm gonna have to work on
Oh
it.
my
No, I'm
Don't
so
you
guilty.
stop killing children now?
I think so.
Well, let's be nice. Everyone take up on inspiration.
I don't want inspiration for someone
It's
else.
massive. It's like it's.
There's inspiration, so
No,
you all
it's-
have an extra
No,
one.
I'm
Why
not
not?
taking no pity inspiration.
Wow,
Exactly, I'm not taking it.
this is the one we have. You see what I have to put up with, guys, every week? Damn it!
Actually, I was gonna have to go fill in the rest of my character sheet to get another inspiration point.
yeah, no, you got the new area, so if you guys want it, it's there. Whoever don't want to take it, I'm happy with you not taking it. But yeah,
I'm taking pity inspiration.
yeah, well, don't fucking not take it. Why not? It's good for you guys.
Really
Alright.
studying the inspiration.
Yeah, I think you should do. All right, amazing, guys. So thank you very much.
Will muted himself now just to take
Yeah.
that inspiration.
I'm still here. Nope.
So yeah,
I'm thinking
thank
about
you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the game. You guys are the best players ever. I love you so much, and thanks so much for our viewers as well for being here every week. It means a lot to us. Please keep supporting the channel, and help us to make this community expand more and more.
Wait,
Uh,
I hear something. It's like this ghostly melody. Happy
Oh.
birthday to you.
oh.
Happy birthday to. Wait, can I sing that? That's not commercialized, right?
No.
Happy birthday, dear Cisco.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Thank you guys. Thank you guys. That was amazing. Thank you very much. It was my birthday yesterday. I'm 22 again for the last 20 years. I've been 22. So yeah, one more, one less. Just like a Strahd. Thanks for that, and Curtis. Thank you, Mo. Thank you guys.
No worries.
You're amazing. Thanks to Darren Curtis for his amazing music, and to James Webster for his awesome art as well. And please, we'll see you guys next week on Tuesday for the Seal Pages of Verglass, where Mo and I DM together, or we'll see you here for more Gothic horror and adventure. See you at 7 o'clock either of those 2 days. We love you very much, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.